Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we are going to be continuing our living legend adventure, but we're going to be playing Briar tonight. I have to admit, I've not played a ton of Briar. I played a little bit of Briar today, like a couple of games, just to get a feel for the deck and like to have like an understanding of what I'm really looking to accomplish. Because I've never I played a little bit of Briar in CC, but like she hit living legend pretty early on. And I wasn't really, I don't know, I just never really got to like see what the deck was capable of as far as like me piloting the deck myself. So I'm pretty excited to be playing Briar tonight and see how she feels. The couple of games I've played, she feels dummy stupid good. Like she feels insanely broken. Like it's really cool. I enjoyed playing the hero a lot. She's very, very powerful from everything that I could put together from like the few games that I was able to test and play today. But if she's as good as I think she might be, she could be a very, very serious consideration for me next weekend in Columbus. Or I guess like not this coming weekend, like not starting tomorrow, but like a week and a little bit from then, you know, just kind of working on stuff like that. Yo, Twitch chat not working today. All right, that's weird. No, hopefully I don't miss any messages. We're gonna keep it on it though. All right. Before we dive into Briar games, we're going to be talking about the Yarl spoilers, as the Yarl spoilers look really cool. There's a lot of like, there's a new legendary, there's like 5 new majestics, I think, and all of them look insanely sweet. Yarl's weapon is really cool. We're going to be talking about those, how I feel like they can fit into the deck, and what we're going to be looking at trying to do with those when Yarl actually comes out here in a few weeks. So first up, we have Gauntlets of the Boreal Domain. This card is absolutely insane. It blocks for 2 and it has Temper. This is an Earth Ice Guardian Arms legendary piece. It has Temper, and it says once per turn action, pay 2. If an Earth card is pitched this way, your attacks named Mangle get +2 this turn. If an Ice card is pitched this way, your attacks named Mangle get Dominate this turn. If you pitch Pulse of Eisenloft or the new Earth Ice card, you can actually give a Mangle +2 and Dominate just by activating this. And this is weird because this is kind of like a Grasp of the Arknight that like, I don't know, like this card feels really good. This card is absolutely insane. I'm super pumped for the new arm piece. Playing Yarl is going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of people who have been playing Yarl or have been playing Guardian for a long time that I know are very excited for this, and I think this arm piece is going to be really good. I'm very excited. Also, Ben, Brick, Holden, what's up, guys? How is everybody? Appreciate y'all being here and hanging out tonight. And then next up, we actually have our new weapon. So I'm not going to lie, this is one of those ones that I was very skeptical of when I started reading it. Summit the Unforgiving. This is a pole arm. It's a one-handed weapon, which is crazy because look at that. I don't know how this could be one weapon. Like, I don't know how this could be a one-handed weapon, but it absolutely is. So this has a once per turn action, pay 6 attack, which is like absolutely insane to see that it is pay 6 attack. When this hits a hero, create a Frostbite token in their exposed head, chest, arms, or legs, and it has the keyword of heavy. If this is the only card equipped to your weapon zones, it gets +2. So the value of this is that you can actually block with Stalagmite very early on because it's a one-handed weapon, and then late in the game, you can just throw this for 6 over and over and over again, pitching 2 cards, which is absolutely insane. The one downfall is that early on, this is really not that great, and we're not really doing a lot here with this weapon, but I feel like this is designed to be a very, very late game weapon, and I'm really excited to see what this looks like. Did seeing Yarl, did that make you want to come back to the game, Holden? That make you want to come back, man? I'm doing well, Ben. I'm doing well. Thank you. Hey, Ty, what's up, dude? Yeah, so you can't pummel this, which like I can't even imagine a world where you could pummel this, but it is a good design that you cannot pummel this, to be honest. All right, we have 2 Majestics, and it's really interesting how they decided to go with some ice pieces and some earth pieces, and I actually really like, 1, I really like the design, and 2, like I just like the art looks really cool. I think it's very neat here. Yeah, no, I know. The fact that it's one-handed like is really cool. I actually really enjoy that. Only issue I have with the weapon is that full red hands with tempo will feel really bad. So, Tunix, I get what you're saying, but I also, like, after seeing the weapon and seeing the way that Yarl's going to play, we're probably looking at, like, a 36 to 40 blue Guardian here, and I don't know that you're really going to have all red hands. You know, like in Victor, a lot of people were on 30 blues. I was on 33 personally, but like, you know, like there were some hands where you had no blues. I don't think that's really going to come up in this kind of deck. The one blue hands are still going to feel really bad unless you like have Tunic up or you have a Seismic Surge token or something like that to be able to like really like put it all together and like kind of like throw a 4 for 8 or something like that. But there can be some awkward hands. I definitely hear what you're saying, Tunix, but like I think ultimately the weapon's going to be absolutely insane. All right, so the first one we have is our Ice Guardian headpiece, and it's called All-in Ice Cap, which is really cool. I really like the art on this, and like the blue, like frosty eyes, like through the like headpiece here is really cool. When this defends together with an ice card, create a frostbite under the attacking hero's control, and it has 1 blade break. So I'm going to be honest, even if this was 2 blade break, it probably sees place in the head slot, but the fact that this is 1 means, in my opinion, it's really bad. I am not a big fan of this card at all. I could be totally wrong, and maybe we're supposed to be playing it, but I don't see this card being played in CC. Tectonic Crust is really interesting. It's a 2-block Earth Guardian equipment chest, and it says, when this defends together with an Earth card, create a Seismic Surge token. Tectonic Crust looks to be absolutely insane inside of Terra, but I don't really know where the value is going to live with this hero. Inside of Yarl, we're probably still looking at playing Tunic or playing Tectonic Plating, because I'm going to be honest, I just don't think that this Tectonic Crust is going to be that good inside of Yarl. I could be wrong. Maybe there's builds of the deck that like fit into like that playstyle and what he's trying to do, but I'm going to be honest, like I don't think it really fits with the idea of the game plan and what we're trying to accomplish here. I've had 44 blue decks and draw full red hands 2 times in a row. I mean, yeah. So like it does happen, but it always feels super bad, right? Tunix, like it's always feels bad, and it'll feel a lot worse if this is the weapon we're playing. I definitely get what you're saying. I like the helm. Okay, so this is like one of the things I want to talk about, because like I don't see the value in the helm, but like other people probably will, and this is where I really like for the community to kind of like, you know, tell me what you like and don't like about certain things, because it helps me get an idea of maybe things I'm not seeing or like things I'm not really thinking of. Rootbound Trunks is an Earth Guardian equipment legs, and it says, when this defends together with an aura card, create an embodiment of Earth token. This is really interesting because you can actually play this inside of, you can actually play this in Yarl, in my opinion, and it works out pretty well because like you're able to create an embodiment of Earth. Like, and playing auras doesn't seem that difficult to do because there's a lot of auras. Like, excuse me, God. But like against like go wide decks, this could be a really good card because you're actually able to give like a 2-block aura or a 3-block aura, and there's a lot of the new auras that Yarl is going to be looking at, and then you're going to be able to block and get value out of Rootbound Trunks. Like I think this card is actually going to be good, and it's going to have a decent spot like in the sideboard here, in my opinion. I love the boots. Guardian 3-block auras make this a staunch. Guardian 3-block auras make this a staunch. So you block 1 and then you block 4 to block 5. Are you talking about like a blue staunch? Because if that's what you mean, then yeah, I see what you're talking about, Andrew. But yeah, I think this card's really good. I think the Rootbound Trunks is actually going to be very powerful and very good inside of the deck. Coronet Peak too smooth. Do we think that Coronet Peak is going to see play inside of Yarl? Because I'm going to be honest, like I could be wrong, but I don't see it so far, to be honest, Executive. Is a new card that gives a Frostbite, not in an equipment zone. I mean, it does give a Frostbite, but I don't know. It just feels like we might be better off to be playing like Crown of Providence there in that spot or something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong. On another note, I think Yarl will have an easy time keeping off around for 3 turns because of the weapon. On another note, I think Yarl will have an easy time. Oh, keeping channel like Frigid around? Oh, yeah. You're going to be able to keep all of the channels around much easier with like the weapon. It does make a lot of sense, and it's going to be very easy to use. I really like it. I do really like it. And then the last card we have is a 3-cost, 3-block Ice Guardian action with Ice Fuse. And it says if this card was fused, you may destroy an equipment with a -1 counter on it. So like we're looking at like almost a better exposed to the elements, which is insane. But I do think this card will see play as a 3 of in the main deck. To be honest, this card's just too good. And then it says you may create a frostbite token in an exposed head, chest, arms, or leg spot. So you can actually destroy something and then create a frostbite there, which is insanely powerful. I think Frozen to Death is going to be a staple. As soon as it's coded in for Briar, it's going to go in every Yarl list I'm currently working on. Now that we've got more cards, I'm probably going to continue to work on Yarl and see what we can put together, because I think that this is like a lot of the Majestics we were waiting for, and so that we can see more things and kind of start to put together. A blue staunch, yeah, that makes sense. Usually leg pieces give go again in one way or another. I mean, I think they're probably trying to stay away from that with Guardian, right? Because they gave us Civic Steps, and don't get me wrong, Civic Steps has been insane, and it's tough to use sometimes because it gives you an opportunity to make mistakes. But I really like... Oh, God, sorry. I really like what they're going for with the Rootbound Trunks here. I think this card is actually going to be insane. I think this card's really good for like what we're looking at, because there's a lot of auras in the deck that we're going to be playing, I think. So I'm actually very excited to see this. I am going to have to call my dad back when I am done streaming. That is just how that's going to have to be. That is just how that's going to have to be for now. But anyway, yeah, the new Yarl stuff looks really cool. Honestly, I'm probably going to like sit down and like delve into like, we might do like another way too early Yarl deck tech just off of the new cards that we got and what we're going to be looking at. So, but tonight we are playing Briar. We are practicing for LL in Columbus next weekend. Like not tomorrow, next weekend, but like a week and a couple days from now. How do you feel about Frozen Till Death in Oldhim? I actually think it's going to be great in Oldhim, to be honest. Like there's a lot of these cards that I think will just kind of like that aren't Yarl specs that may transition over, because I know like the block card is a Yarl spec, and like there's some different things that are like Yarl specializations, but I do think that there are going to be some of these cards like Frozen to Death, for example, that will slot very well into Oldhim, because you can give a frostbite to your opponent and you can still actually destroy equipment, which is kind of cool, and I think that's really cool. Not my adult Terra. I did want an adult Terra, Peterson. I won't lie. I really wanted an adult Terra, but I think that them giving us Yarl is better than an adult Terra, if I'm being honest. I think that Yarl is going to be really cool, and I'm very excited. Are the boots auto include in Oldhim? Ooh, that's a good question, Andrew. I mean, the answer is probably yes to that. Like the boots are insane. I guess because it says aura specifically, like it kind of depends. Like you have to build Oldhim around that, I guess. You have to be looking to play more aura style cards inside of Oldhim, which I don't remember there being a ton back in the day when I played Oldhim. I remember there being like Channel like Frigid and some stuff like that, but maybe I don't know. I think the new weapon is cool, but we lose an efficient 1-card hand. I think Coronet Pink will fill that slot really well. So that would actually make sense, Executive, if we were to like use Coronet Peak to be in the world where it's like, yeah, like we wanted to block 9, you know, or 10 or whatever here, and then we wanted to be able to keep a 1-card hand instead of being able to throw the weapon, which we obviously can't do with 1 card. We are setting ourselves up to be able to activate Coronet Peak and kind of like keep that tempo. And in a deck where we're already probably disposing of our opponent's Fendel Spring Tunic earlier on in the game, with Yarl's ability and like a lot of the cards that Yarl has, then that's probably a good way to look at that. And I think that makes sense. It is absolutely insane. Literally, he takes Stalagmite, and when it breaks, the real fight begins, which is really cool. Another disappointment? Dude, why do you hate Briar, dude? Like, Briar's great. I don't know how you could hate Briar. Snaps, Face Purgatory, Carapace. We're going to cut Vaporize and Shock. We'll cut Sink Belows. I'm trying to think here. Let's tell our opponent that we're thinking. I don't want them to leave. We don't want Warmongers. Ripple Away could be good. I don't know why Ripple Away is one of the blues in the sideboard of this deck. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I really don't get that one at all. And then maybe we just cut Command and Conquerors here. Maybe we play 61 and play Ripple Away. I don't know. Tell me why I'm wrong for not playing Ripple Away here. But I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like Ripple Away. Oh, that's right. I forgot you hate rune blades, Josh. I forgot you hate rune blades. Yeah, I mean, Briar's really good in LL, bro. Briar's really good in LL, bro. Viserai, the one true rune blade. I mean, listen, Viserai is very, very good in this. I can't decide. I think we're supposed to keep the attack, right? I think we're supposed to keep the attack. It is worth noting that it would have been very good to use the Ripple Away right there, but don't know how it would have changed our entire draw here going second. Our opponent picked to go second, which like I think is smart, but we don't really have a way to like give go again. I can pitch Force of Nature to go Swarming Gloomveil. I can activate Grasp and throw Swarming Gloomveil, and then throw in Twine Lightning, no fuse, Arsenal to Plunder Run, which I ultimately think is a better play. Or I have the option of going activate Grasp, Plunder Run into Swarming Gloomveil, and then throw the Rosetta Thorn for 2 and 2. I think I'm better off to Arsenal to Plunder Run here. I mean, I guess like if they give us Fleshbag this early, it kind of like makes that decision for us. But if they give us Fleshbag this early, I ultimately think that's a win for us. And setting up a Plunder Run in Arsenal is very powerful. If I didn't promise my friends I wouldn't touch Yarl till he comes out, I would have so many games already. Now that they're starting to show more cards, I'm definitely going to be in a world where like I'm trying to play Yarl and put games on him. I've specifically told myself that I'm going to wait until we get to a point where we have more cards and we can see more things. And I think we're now getting to that point where we want, like, we have enough cards now to where we can start putting a deck together and really thinking about what we're going to play. And that's probably going to be what I do tomorrow, to be honest. Like, that is probably just my play tomorrow. At least I'm living up to my name, so that's a plus. Step in the right direction, Josh. Baby steps. I've been playing Guardians in and Armories. Wax on, wax off. I've seen a lot of fun. Our meta is mech heavy. Oh, you're like using it to like fatigue Dio? That makes sense. I've been playing Guardians in. I love that statement as a whole. I will not lie to you. I really like that statement. That is a very fun thing to think about and to hear someone say. We could give up the Face Purgatory here, but I'm going to be honest, I don't know that we want to. I think I would... I could give Force of Nature, Scar for Scar, I guess, and then Face Purgatory. But I think I'm actually just going to take 7 because it turns on our Scar for Scar. And I will block with the Force of Nature this turn, because the Force of Nature is just a 4 block on the embodiment turn that we have set up here. So, yeah, we'll go down to 30. I think this is fine. We're like literally just letting our Scar for Scar be turned on, which was what we really want. Prism Stream, since you actually don't mind Illusionist. I mean, I put Prism in the Discord for people to vote on at the, not this past one, but the one beforehand, for people to vote on if they wanted to see Prism, and Prism did not win. So, I mean, it's one of the things I'm letting people vote on, and like, people aren't picking Prism, but I'm down to stream Prism one night. I really enjoy the Prism deck as a whole, to be honest. The deck is really cool. Like, I actually really enjoy Prism, and I think it would be fun to test the new Prism with OG Luminaris. Somebody was telling me, when I say someone, I mean like a bunch of people have told me that it's actually insane, and that I should be considering looking in that direction for Columbus, actually. So. Hey, what's up, James? Yes, this is a Cheerios list. They won't vote in there. There's too much Illusionist hate. I mean, there is a lot of Illusionist hate, but to be fair, like if you look back at like, you know, the history of Flesh and Blood, there's a good reason for that. It is because Illusionist is oppressive. And I don't know why my headphones are not cooperating today. It's very frustrating. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of Illusionist hate because there's a lot of Illusionist hate because it is like, I mean, because it's a very oppressive class. Like, Illusionist has oppressed a lot of people for a long time now, so people are very frustrated with it in a lot of ways. Also, guys, thanks for being here and hanging out tonight. I know a lot of people like Briar and have like a bigger love for her as a whole. You know, when she was in CC, and there's probably a lot of people who have started playing the game after she hit Living Legend, so they've not been able to really play Briar or explore her. So I'm hoping that you can kind of vicariously live through me testing tonight for what we're looking to do. I imagine we're gonna lose this clash. Ooh, we did, but barely. All right, so our opponent takes nothing here. We're going to throw Ravenous Rabble. We know there's a Static Shock on top, so this is going to be another breakpoint coming in. Our opponent, if they're really looking to deny us the Plunder Run, I would be a little surprised here. They could do that with a card and Flesh Bag. I was like, I don't really know why they blocked so much on the last one. Maybe they were actually just like, maybe they weren't really interested in denying me the ability to hit with my Plunder Run this turn. Maybe it was more in the world of they were just blocking efficiently with the hand that they possess. I don't know. Taking Prism to UPF tomorrow night. So I've not played a ton of UPF. I've only played a little bit, but like, man, Prism UPF sounds like super toxic. Or is it actually like a pretty fun thing to play when you're playing UPF? That's an honest question, Peterson. I'm really curious to know. I mean, this hand's pretty good. We can go to 20 and like they don't really have a follow-up unless they have a rough shot in their arsenal. And no, they can't play the Savage Feast even if they have one. I mean, yeah, I'll go down to 20 here. This hand's very good. This hand possesses the ability to do a lot of things. So I'm probably going to not pitch the Regrowth into the Sonata. We're probably just going to play the Sonata out from our hand here. Maybe I'm supposed to block because this blocks 4 and I'm not supposed to keep this in my hand, but they can't block Arcane and we're actually able to like get some very powerful things back and do some cool stuff here. So we're going to go Sonata for 0. Also, like if this gets Flesh Bag, this is a card I do not mind to lose and take away here. So if I take the E-Strike, I can actually play Nimblism. This is kind of insane. I guess, do I want to play Plunder Run or do I want to play Nimblism? I guess is the question. We have dealt Arcane, so I mean, I think I'm supposed to keep this, right? We can go Plunder Run, make an Embodiment of Lightning, and then it's going to be draw card, I think is the play here. So we're coming in for 5, go again, draw card. Okay. Well, that is pretty good, and actually really enables us to do a lot of really, really cool stuff here this turn. I guess with the Static Shock and the Snatch, like we have the ability to give 1 go again, but we don't really have the ability to do it all here if we want to. I don't know about New Prism with Old Weapon. It seems good, but that 4 life matters a lot. Yeah, when you're trying to stay alive, that 4 life does matter a lot. I agree. I agree very much, actually. Okay, so what are we looking at here now that we've had that? I can Regrowth and Shock and get back a Scar for a Scar, I guess. We're going to deal a damage to them. That's the second arcane damage we've dealt this turn. No, it's the first one. Either way, it's okay because we know it's going to hit. Scar is just go again. Swarming Gloomveil would be 3 go again. Entwine does not have Fuse. We can't E-Strike, so it looks like Scar is just the best thing we can do. Because we're technically not taking the chance that we can do anything with the Rabble here, and so I think this is a better play. And then we have, because the Rabble we could hit a blue. There are 15 blues in the deck. Like there are 15 blues in the deck. So there's always that chance that we're taking there when we make that play. And then we have played a lightning card. We played the shock side of the regrowth, so technically this has the plunder run hit. Do I want to snap here? Is it worth snapping, or should I save it for the snatch? Probably supposed to save it for the snatch, right? Like, that's probably just a better play. It's interesting. We can keep that in hand because it blocks very efficiently. So I think ultimately not snapping was a good play because I would have just activated Grasp. Okay, so our hand has like virtually no go again, which is actually incredibly awkward. So I think what we're gonna do is, no, I don't really want to make that play. I could say no blocks, fall to 13. And then my play would be play Force of Nature, throw the Snatch. I would fuse with the Earthlore Surge. And then they'd have to give up 2 cards to deny us the hit here. This is a really interesting turn. I don't know. This feels weird. Hey, what's up, Monty? How are you? Hey, Val, dude, the new cards are insane. The new cards are insane, dude. We talked about them a little bit at the beginning of the stream. They're actually crazy cool. I love the new Yarl cards. Maybe I'm just supposed to block 7. Stay at 20 and then take like a mediocre turn. I don't know. This is tough. Been back and forth on it because like the 4 life different doesn't matter in matchups where you get heralds to hit, but against guardians, oh, it really matters. Yeah, that's fair. Depends on how many merchants show up. I haven't taken her before. Have been taking Squeezy and Floof with 2 other merchants. Okay, yeah. So you guys are just like trying to like combo each other back and forth, right? Was I supposed to like play the Earthlore Surge and then just come in for a bunch? Was that maybe the play there? We are going to snap this. Like, this is worth snapping every time, I think, here. I think this is definitely worth snapping at this spot. Yo, Whippy? Hope I said that right. Thank you for the follow on Twitch, brother. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you're new to the channel for the first time, hanging out, whatever the deal is, if you're here and you're new, we got 3 questions we ask everybody. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me more about yourself. I would love to get to know you guys. We're going to hope to hit a good attack here off the Sonata, and then we're going to try and Arsenal the Lightning Surge and set up. Entwined Lightning is technically the safest, right? Because it guarantees that we have 4 go again here. I think we're in a really good spot unless they just have like a 30-point Blood Rush turn. I think this turn is set up very effectively for us because they fall down to 11 and this is technically 5. This is 5 as to where Thorn is 4, so this is just a better play. And then if they take this, they go down to 6. So like unless they put together like a 30-point turn, I think we're okay here. Makes me want hot dogs, LOL. Saw you in the aggro the card guys last night. What's your take? What's getting banned? Okay, so I mean, I was hanging out Nathan's stream because I like Nathan. He's a cool guy, and I'm friends with Taylor, so I like to hang out and support the card guys when I can. But I honestly, like, it sounds like they're gonna ban CMH, and I don't really think there's gonna be anything else. If I'm being honest, I know that is like a uh-oh. We could just be super dead here. I forgot I'm playing Living Legend, to be honest. So yellow Bear Fangs, Beaten Trackers. Well, now we don't want to make them discard because they can discard the Beast Within. Damn, that sucks. Channel Mount Heroic, Valk, is what that is. I think they're going to ban High Octane, and to be honest, I think that's it. We're going to go to 12 because of how they played this and hope they have to pitch the yellow to this. We're going to hope that's what they have to do here. I think I hit these when I subbed on YouTube. I played at Games Bar Drunk with my brother one night 2 years ago, and here we are, but I don't like hot dogs. All right, well, no hate on you not liking hot dogs, but I mean, like, listen, I appreciate you coming by and hanging out, man. The fact that you learned with your brother drinking at a bar is hilarious, bro. I love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah, Channel Mount Heroic. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're not banning CMH. I apologize. I apologize. If that's what I said, that's not what I meant. I think they're going to ban High Octane is what I was trying to say. And I think that because it sounds like Brian Gottlieb pretty much all but said that at this point. Take 2, go to 7, and then have a crazy turn. But yeah, I think they're going to ban High Octane. I was looking at the channel Mount Heroic in my hand. I'm sorry. But somebody had mentioned to me the other day that they thought it would be interesting to see them ban one color, like ban red, count your blessings. And I don't know. That's really interesting. That's like a really interesting take. And I thought that was kind of cool to like see and hear, to be honest. But the one thing I will say, if I'm just being brutally honest, like Nathan's take of like them like banning the Fate for Scenes and Sink Belows is just like, I don't know, like that's very tinfoil hat theory to me. Like maybe I'm in for a rude awakening on Thursday or on Monday, to be honest, but I just don't see it. Like you can't ban those generic defense reactions. They do too much, in my opinion. All right, so if this is for 10, and then if my opponent blocks 6, they go to 1, which means they're dead to any arcane next turn. And if they have a no block, they're just dead here. So there's a big chance we win the game here, but if not, like we definitely win next turn. All right, we were able to close it out. 6 turns, 15.33. Yeah, I don't know. Briar felt pretty good right there. Like in the race, it felt pretty clean. All right, so let's talk about bans for just a second here before we play any more games. So somebody had mentioned to me that they thought it would be cool if they banned like just the red count your blessings, and I thought that was interesting because they have LSS has shown us at this point that they will like hit specific colors, like they will suspend cards. But I'm gonna be real. Count your blessings is not going to get banned. Like I would be willing to like bet the farm on that. They will not ban count your blessings. Life gain is very good in a best of 1 game, and I understand why it's frustrating. And as someone who has lost to it on Friday night, like it's tough. I get it. I understand, but I just don't think they're going to ban it, to be honest. Like it's not oppressive. It's not ridiculous. It does manipulate the game in a way that makes people play in an inefficient manner, which I don't think is what they want to be doing. But I don't think they're going to ban it. I think they're going to ban High Octane. But if you want the truth, if you want to know why they're going to ban High Octane, game 3, it's the winning in game. It's the winning in game to top 8. Matt Rogers died from like over 40 or 50. Or something crazy. Like it was something like that. I can't remember exactly what happened. If you have not seen it at Worlds, the winning into top 8 of Sam Sutherland and Matt Rogers, that is why High Octane is getting banned on Monday. I firmly believe it. Yes, it does make every other mechanologist a lot worse, in my opinion, but they also all have other cards that they can play and work with. So, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, the top 8 game is why they're going to do it. Trash tier take, ban all generics in CC, make them LL limited and blitz. That is really interesting. I agree. That is a really weird take. That is a really weird take. When I think of game warping generics, there are like 4 cards that come to mind first. Are you talking about before Count Your Blessings, Monty? Because if that's what you mean, then like I hear what you're saying. Like, think about it. Command and Conquer has like changed the game forever. I hope they don't ban that card. The card's very impactful and it has a very good role in the game. But like, Count Your Blessings is worse than a card like Command and Conquer, in my opinion, because of how it warps the game. It warps the game into you have to play a certain way, you have to do certain things, and you can't just like play the game. Now, I also think that Count Your Blessings encourages a lot of like very clean pitch stacking and trying to set up for second cycle, and it also makes you innovate and have cards in your deck that you wouldn't normally have to try and play around certain strategies. That is how it warps the game, and that's why I think it's unhealthy, but it's not going to get banned. Like, you cannot convince me that card's going to get banned. They'll ban it, in my opinion. Slow life game games don't sell packs. No, they don't sell packs, but I think that LSS has shown us multiple times that they're not going to ban something after it's been out like 5 minutes. And right now, Count Your Blessings has been out for like, what, 1 major tournament? Worlds? Like there's been like, what, 2 or 3 tournaments, I think? And I don't think it's coming. There's no there aren't any major CC tournaments between now and Christmas, and so I don't see that happening. I don't know. Maybe I'm living in my own world, but his reasoning was Tome of Divinity was banned because it was boring to watch, and other reasons, but Count Your Blessings is also boring to watch. I mean, yeah. So like, Tome has the high roll potential to like Tome of Divinity had the high roll potential to just like ruin someone's day. And you don't really have that when we're talking about Count Your Blessings. So I don't know. I'm living in a world where I don't think they're gonna ban it. Ban Codex of Frailty. They're not gonna ban Codex of Frailty. I also don't think they're gonna ban Sync and Fate. Like Nathan's point, Nathan Crawford tweeted like last week, I think, and he said that ever since Belittle has been banned, which he did say that Belittle was too good for what it was supposed to do, but like that ever since Belittle had been banned, that it was like there was not enough like aggro tech. And I think that honestly, like he makes a point that there's not enough like that there are generic 0-for-4 defense reactions, and there are multiple of them that you can play in every class if you want to try and help defend against that. But like his point is that aggro is at a disadvantage. Do I think that we should ban Sink Below and Fate Foreseen? Absolutely not. It's kind of crazy to me. Hey, what's up, Caleb? How are you, brother? I bet CYB kills armory attendance for new players as well. Now it does do that. It does like ruin the new player experience in a lot of ways, because like, you know, if you're a competitive grinder, you're playing games, you're staying up to date with the meta, you're checking and you're seeing everything to like really know what is happening and what's going on and how you need to be like competing and like trying to be relevant. And like you can kind of guess which decks are going to play it based off of results and like watching games, but you don't get that for new players. And Count Your Blessings is a card that ruins a new player experience. But I mean, let's be honest, like if they were going to ban Count Your Blessings because it ruined the new player experience and because it wasn't fun to watch, they would just ban Kano. Like, and I know that's a hot take, but like they would get rid of it because in theory they would ban a 50,000 cards at a Kano and make it play burn with arcane spells is what they would do. And that's just not the case. So I don't know. Like I don't think that can definitively be the reason they're going to ban it. Cleric class now. Dude, a cleric class would be cool. Also, what's up, Bozen? How are you, brother? Clerics would be great, especially if it's like a priest or some kind of shield that does damage on getting hit. That would be cool. Damn, heat on me. Nick, man, that's like our friendship, dude. We just throw shade back and forth, and I'm here for it. Nick, hope you're doing well, brother. I haven't seen you since I guess the ProQuest. I guess the ProQuest was the last time I saw you. Are you going to Columbus by any chance, Nick? Aggro needs to be at a disadvantage. Having the aggressor have the edge means there's less of a chance to recover from a lucky high roll. Yeah, no, 100%, Andrew. I agree. Oh, let's go, Icelander. Oh, and it's Brick. Let's go, Brick. Good luck, brother. Best of luck, T-Man. All right, so we got AB3. I think we're going to run Grasp and Face Purgatory because there's a lot of attacks in Icelander, and I think we're okay to not be on, like, Shock Charmers. I don't think we need Shock Charmers. Maybe I'm horribly wrong. I do not want Sink Belows. We will probably never have a lower life total, so cutting Scars is probably okay. The question is, do we want the extra blues? Like, do we want to be, like, 15 blues is plenty, right? Like, we probably don't want to be on these extra blues. Actually, would we rather cut Command and Conquers? Cutting that and adding the blues? I don't know how you guys feel about that. Dude, Yarl hype is very real, bro. 100% on Atlanta and Charlotte. Watch Charlotte. I didn't know that Charlotte got something announced. Let's run the extra blues and cut the Command and Conquers and see how it feels. I've only played against one Icelander, and to be honest, it was close, but it really wasn't. So, this is uber bad. Insidious Chill. Very, very bad. Let's go Sonata. Choose one card. Static Shock or Ripple Away. I guess we're gonna take the Static Shock. And we're gonna deal an Arcane to Brick. He is only running AB2 into us, which is very interesting. So we're gonna go. I guess we're gonna go. We could play the Force of Nature without fusing, I guess.
Some biddies, you say?
I don't know. This leaves us like susceptible to a Frostbite. Yo, let's go, Trent, with a 1 bit every stream, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. Trent's an OG out here making it happen. Thank God we put the red to the bottom. This is why I did this, because we can pitch the blue and then we can still throw Rosetta Thorn through the Frostbite, which is very powerful. Still being able to like offer a 9-point turn here after everything, or I guess 10 if you count the Sonata, and we're able to arsenal the CMH, which is great. Did you pick up any of the Worlds play mats? I did not go to World. I did not. They banned High Octane will essentially have to have killed 2 entire classes this year because one hero is pushed too far. Yeah, like, I mean, that is the downfall, right? Like, that would 100% be the downfall of that, of them banning that and doing that, right? It would be unfortunate. It would be unfortunate, but I also, like, I don't know, man. It's twofold. A good meta encourages proactivity, so the baseline and the aggressor should be favored. Good generic defenses don't homogenize decks in the same way generic aggro cores do. Completely agree, 4 cards. Also, let's go! Peterson with that 2 months of Prime support. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that, man. A lot of great creators you can share that with every month, and I appreciate you letting that be me, man. Appreciate that a whole bunch. What'd they fuse with? What was that? Ice Bolt. So we are going to pay 2. We're going to AB2, and then we're going to pay 2. And then we're going to go CMH into Swarming Gloomveil here. And if Brick plays the Ice Bolt here, then I was like, I will... Am I supposed to throw this or arsenal it? We're supposed to throw this, I think, in case he's on... I think in case he is on... I think in case he's on Command and Conquer, because you never know, right? But yeah, no, 4 cards, I completely agree that, like, your take on that is exactly how I feel about it, dude. I'd rather they hit Spark of Genius than High Octane. I think they're going to hit High Octane Moose, if I'm being honest, because of like how it warps the Mechanologist design. So it's kind of like them getting rid of Art of War, right? You have to get rid of Art of War so that you can make other things happen. And I think that's the big piece that like we're struggling to see from where we're sitting, if I'm being honest. Well, we can never Arsenal Tome of Harvest, so we're going to come in with Ball Lightning for 6. And we're going to hope that Brick gets put into a situation where he's forced to let this hit or not. I feel like that's really like our best play here, and no matter what happens, we're going to pitch the Tome to activate Grasp and then throw Thorn, because we have played both sections of this. High Octane is so restricted for design. I'm hyped for the Wizard design once Kano goes. Yeah, so like... Kano, Dash, like a lot of these things are very restricted in what they have the capacity to do because of certain cards that have been printed. And that's a very, very real thing. Okay, so a Frostbite, I need 3 act resources for this, and then I'm going to need 4 for the Frostbite, so I'm actually able to do this and then take 2 this way. I mean, technically, I could not activate Grasp, right? So if I pay 2 and take 1, I'll have 2 floating, so I can throw the Thorn for 2 and 2. Now, Brick has done a very good job of setting up here with these Insidious Chills to like really punish us, which I think is ultimately going to put us in a pretty tough spot. Brick's not really thrown any of the attacks at us so far. The 2 Earth cards did work out very well for us to be able to keep this. We're going to see how Brick responds to this. Like, us playing the Nimblism, like, we could have a blue here. It really just depends on, like, what Brick is thinking here looking at this. It's never been more Jover. What do you mean, Matt? Techlover? Rip Techlo? I mean, yeah, that would be true. Like, Techlo would just get abolished, right? Yeah, so now we just don't get to have a turn. But it's tough because, like, we didn't really have a turn anyway. Like, because I would have just, like, paid to discard. And then, yeah, like, we weren't going to have a turn no matter what happened here. And I can't even throw Thorn. Like, drawing quad reds was very unfortunate for us here. There is only one counter left on one of those, which is good for us, but it's sad that we got to see MH out and then never really got to see value out of it. I think this is probably why a lot of people were cutting it back in the day when it was in CC. I mean, yeah, there's not much we can do here. I guess we can keep the Sonata and try to make something happen here. I can AV1 and then pay. Yeah, this has not been a very good few turns for us. Brick's really utilizing the Insidious Chills here. I mean, I was like, like, we're really just in a world where, like, Tekla-Vosten's just really not in a good spot anyway, right? Like, it's really the problem here. They actually banned Art of War not because of current heroes, because of heroes coming out and wanted. I mean, so, like, they banned it, in my opinion, strictly for, like, card design. They wanted to be able to do other things. And honestly, like, I think it's a very, very good... I think them banning Art of War, while don't get me wrong, like, I really like Art of War and it feels bad, I think was ultimately better for the game. Yeah, I mean, we'll just come in for 4 here. It's unfortunate, but we'll just come in for 4. Dude, have you seen Lucas's list? Have you seen Lucas's list, Sam? Because it's actually pretty cool, dude. I enjoyed his list. We are not playing Channel Lightning Valley, Donald, although it was a consideration. I think the Earth aspect that you can lean into is just better. And if we want to be playing like Channel Lightning Valley and like all that stuff, we should just lean into the combo with Aurora, and we should just be playing straight offense, in my opinion. So they would have to. So Brick would have to pitch 2 to be able to stop this here. We could also just give the next thing +1 and then try to set up a little bit. I think we're going to try to play both sides of this, to be honest. I think we're going to try to play both sides of this. I'm not sure if anybody's got a link. If you can't find one, it is on Briar. If you go to Briar and you go to public lists and you look under Classic Constructed Living Legend, you're actually able to find what you're looking for. You could find all the lists from top 8 there. And then I can return an Entwine Lightning here. We have to pay, and then we can fuse with a Lightning Surge. This is 4, go again, and then I can... We make the Embodiment, which is like good, but kind of not at the same time. I can activate Grasp and throw Snatch here. I think we want to Arsenal the Lightning Surge here, right? Like, having the the Lightning Surge in Arsenal is very good, and it sets us up for next turn. Yeah, you bet, man. Happy to help. Expansion slot, Ice Wizard and Draconic Illusionist. I mean, that would be really cool. Like, listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We've done it in every other set, right? Like, why not? Let's do it. Art of War definitely need to hit because of Zen. The free Tiger Banish to draw 2 cards was way too much. Yeah, so I mean, like, there was a ton of things that, like, Art of War, like, really, I mean, honestly, like, Art of War was broken in some decks, but it also just, like, it just completely, like, made the design space like one-dimensional, and that's very unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, we've played 7 turns, and Brick has not shown us an attack yet. Now he has shown us red Ice Bolt, so I guess it's possible he's just like on all the stuff here. We're gonna say no this time around. We're gonna discard the Shockwave. We're going to pay 2. And then we're going to pay 2, and then we're going to pay 2. And then I'm going to throw the Lightning Surge in Arsenal the Nimbalism. Unless Brick makes the decision to get us with the Embodiment of Earth on the stack, which is something he can do, I think we're better off to just make the play of throwing the Lightning Surge here. Cold Snapping to just try to set up. Also, how many Ether Ice Veins is that? 1, 2, 3. It's all 3 reds, 1 yellow, and 1 blue. So there's literally only 4 more copies in the deck. That's like the 3rd red Ice Bolt, I'm pretty sure. Or the 2nd one at least. So Brick's definitely going for like a higher Arcane Ceiling kill here. 6 of Earth Form is interesting. I mean, I like the Smack of Realities against like Prism and stuff like that. It makes a lot of sense to be destroying the auras, right? That's the Smack of Reality card. I'm pretty sure that's what that does. Yeah, his Starvo list is very interesting. He's playing a lot of the newer cards, which I think is pretty cool. All right, we have a blue. I just need this to not be something absurd. I mean, 6 is actually fine for a change because it means we get to have a hand for once. I wish we had another blue. I really, really wish we had another blue. I don't know how this person was making Entwined Lightning work. It just felt like the worst card in the deck so far. Entwined Lightning has felt so awkward. Like with the split cards, I don't know, like in Aurora, like we were always able to make it happen, but like we just can't in this deck for some reason. And it is tough, man. It's tough. It's difficult. Maybe it's for Viscerai then. That's very possible. Contrarily, okay, let's see. More specifically, generic aggro cores. Way the games are won. Even games that won by Art of War feels like it ended the game the same way, whether you're Leviathan or Ninja. Contrarily, generic defensive tools allowed to empower slower decks, but don't replace unique strategies and win conditions. Yeah, I completely agree. Did we hit a blue? The Ripple Away? Damn, that feels bad. Even in the case of Count Your Blessings, 2 decks running the card have more distinct win conditions than the 2 decks running Belittle and Art of War. Yeah, no, I actually really agree with you. Yeah, we'll go to 13 here because we're currently pushing 5. I was like, that Brick has not taken yet. And then we can actually just come in for 2 and 2, which is really solid because it lets us put Brick down pretty low if he wants to keep his hand. I mean, okay, giving us the Coronet Peak here to not fall down to 6. I mean, I don't really understand that, to be honest. I probably would have just went to 6 there, but I would go to 8. Or I could just block 3 and stay at 11. Also, we're going to need Brick to let this regrowth and shock hit. He would have to pitch away a card to defend 1, which, I mean, I'm not complaining that he's not doing it. It just seems like you would think he would. What are we looking at here? Are we looking at E-Strike at this point? Just E-Strike for 7? Because we don't really have Go Again? Actually, no. We're better off to go get Rabble and then go Rabble into Thorn because that is 4 and then 4, which is 8 as opposed to 7. So that is just a better play. Hopefully it's 4 and 4. Of course, we had a Tome on top. Jesus. Josh trying to bail me out. Thanks, man. Thanks, Josh. I appreciate it. Josh shouldn't try to bail me out too often, so I'm appreciative. I really wish we had any more go again. Go again has been like incredibly awkward this game. We have not been able to make something happen here. Even like I guess it's kind of weird, but being at 8 would be okay because like keeping the blue would have been fine. Rick going all the way down to 1, huh? Well, this is blues galore. He fuses with a polar blast. We are not going to pay. Discarding this. Yes. And then this is 3. We're going to pitch this as well. And then I'm going to block 1 and stay at 10. So if we're at 10 and it is a red, let's just say 5. The most that Brick can do is 8 here, so he physically cannot kill me, and we know that he arsenaled the Polar Blast. So if I activate Grasp here, and he plays the Polar Blast, I still have a resource floating. He would have to physically break Stormstriders here. Okay, so this is 4. You go to 2. I mean, Brick can block it. I really don't understand why he's not just blocking the Rune Chance here. I mean, yeah, we're dead. Brick drew both of them, and we just died. It's unfortunate. This is also like an abysmal matchup. The funny part is, like, if we draw any hands there, like, there was, like, 3 hands for, like, 5 turns there where, like, there was at minimum 3 to 5 turns in the middle of the game where we had no go again and no way to generate go again. It was just incredibly awkward. Also, like, all of Brick's cards lined up extremely well for him early on in the game with the Insidious Chills. When you pair that with Icelander's a bad matchup, then it just, that one felt bad. But we can play the Briar Mirror. This should be fun. I guess we want to go first. I don't know. I truly don't know if we want to go first or second here. But yeah, I thought we were going to win that game. I really thought we were going to win that game, to be honest. But like, none of the, like, so we hit 2 blue Rabbles that game, right? We hit 2. We had a Tome and we had to Ripple away that game, which is tough. Yeah, the Insidious Chills were very, very good for you. You were able to set one up on turn 0, and then like you're following like the turn after that was setting up an Insidious Chill, or no, I'm sorry. Turn 0, turn 3, and like turn 5, you were able to play all of your Insidious Chills, which is like really tough. I think since we're going first, we want to be able to set up. We were going second, we'd probably keep the Command and Conquers in. We're going to cut the Vaporize and Shock, and I think we're going to cut the extra blues here. Warmongers could be good against them, so maybe we leave in the 01 of and cut a Scar. Play it like this. I don't know. We're going to try it like this and see what happens. Let's see. Oh, they brought Snaps instead of Grieve, so they're not really running AB here. I think I'm going to play the other Sonata, to be honest. Which I know is, like, really weird, but I think we're going to play the other Sonata here. One more thing I hope LSS never does is print direct to LL heroes. Oh, it's one thing for Briar to, like, get a hero, but, like, for her to get a card, but to, like, have things go straight to her is, like, yeah. I agree with that, to be honest. Like, having them, like, print heroes, like, straight to LL would, like, be pretty unfortunate, and I think, like, an overall L for the game and design space. I'm going to pitch Swarming Gloomveil and the Anthem to Grasp, and then I'm going to Arsenal to Snatch. So our opponent ends up taking no damage here, but we set up a pretty good hand to be able to do some pretty cool things here. Snatch, Ball Lightning, play the Regrowth, and we can get a Ball Lightning back and then throw it, and then it's Activate Grasp and play Thorn, and then Arsenal the next Snatch here, I think. I think going first is actually okay in the Briar Mirror in case you just like rip it, right? Like it is actually okay to go first because of things like that. Maybe we give up Face Purgatory here. It's very early on to be giving up Face Purgatory, but I'm going to be honest, I really don't hate it. Drawing that Nimblism actually feels pretty good. They discarded a Command and Conquer. Shoot, the value they would have got if they'd have played that. I thought you were going to win too, and then I drew the nuts. I mean, you played well, Brick, and you drew good hands, man. You know, like that's part of it, brother. Like, don't sell yourself short, man. Like, I did think I was in the winning position at the end of the game, but I mean, you played well, and I ended up losing because of it. You know, I mean, that's how it goes sometimes, brother. That is how it goes sometimes, man. You played well. Don't sell yourself short. Even the Briar isn't necessarily only. I mean, yeah. So like, it could see play one day, right? But like, it's all about like getting to that. Like, you need to physically get to that first. But yeah, it could happen. Like, that could be something that we see one day. So they take 4, we make an embodiment. We are going to close the combat chain, play both sides of this. We've already dealt 1 arcane damage to them through the rune chant, so this dealing damage to them actually does not matter. Whether they do it, whether they block this or not, it's irrelevant. We've already gotten the on-hit effect that we want here, so we're good with this no matter what. The one thing that I don't like about this play is that us throwing the Snatch here does, like, waste the embodiment of lightning, but I think it's okay. Being able to just like try and set up another 5-card hand is very powerful, depending on how they block and what they want to do here. They just give 2 cards. All right, they're very adamant on blocking so far to this point, which, I mean, to be fair, like, that's why you play the Embodiment of Earth, right? Like, that's why it's there. So we're going to go Force of Nature Surge with the... Surge. Force of Nature, fuse with the Surge. And then it's going to be Nimblism, activate Briar to make an embodiment. And then this is technically coming in for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right now. If I make this 11, how does it get blocked? I think I'm going to go draw card at the hopes that they give me 2 cards from hand. Or I'm sorry, 3 cards from hand and 2 cards from hand, Purgatory, and another piece of equipment. That's kind of where I'm at right now with everything. What are all the cool, funky numbers on your mom's credit card? How are you dealing with the fame, and how do you keep from getting a big head asking for a friend? Yeah, I don't know that I would call it fame by any means, but thanks, Nick. I appreciate it. I don't even know my mom's credit card number, so joke's on you. So they're still only blocking. Yeah, so they give me the equipment, which is fine. This is what we wanted. How do I keep it from getting a big head? I mean, you've seen me. I don't feel like that's working out very well. I feel like I'm insufferable. Oh, man. Drawing into that Scar for a Scarf, that hit would have been awesome. We can actually take quite a bit of damage here, and we can go Scar for a Scar into the Static Shock. Or I actually have the ability to block with Arcanic Shockwave this turn, which is not bad. So... Dang, just redeeming Prime, LOL, back to work. Wait, what? I don't really think this is worth blocking. Like, maybe we give Shockwave in this just to like try and deny the embodiment this turn, but I don't really know that we're going to be able to deny that this turn. I'm being honest, we're doing what we can here. This has been like a 4-turn game, and like we're both still in the 30s, which is kind of surprising to say the least. I'm gonna take 4 here. Did they play the burn up and shock this turn? No, I can't remember what they played at the beginning of the turn. Bring up the gold foil Coda Frost. Well, not right now. My gold foil Coda Frost is sitting right next to that Time Skippers, which is honestly like not a great hit, but still, like, it's pretty cool. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, just winning the tournaments is like really more what it's about, to be honest, in my opinion. I enjoy winning the tournaments. Like that's the ultimate like thrill. The goal for me is to like win. I want to be winning when it comes to things like that. Yeah, we'll just go down to 27. I mean, we took 11 damage this turn. It's no goal for a Romping Club, that's for sure. That's for sure. Listen, if Claw ever goes away, Romping Club might be getting some love, right? If we ever get rid of Claw. Of course, at this point, I don't know that we ever are, but I don't think they're going to pitch a card here to deny this. The unfortunate part about this is that they can deny the Scar for Scar with 1 card here because of the embodiment, which is tough. Like it's tough to. Oh no, Sink Below? No, you're just taking all the damage. Your hand must be. They must have drawn the CMH. They were staying at a place where they could keep for the CMH, which is a pretty good play. And then the Static Shock here, in my opinion, is worth because we have played the Burn Up and Shock. So this is a 0 for 5.
Oh, you love to see it.
Yo, Dadius, thank you for the follow on Kick, man. Appreciate that a whole bunch. KO is only taking 1 claw with him, right? Hi. Yeah, I think that's what everybody keeps hoping. KO's taking both of them, man. KO's taking both of them. And streaming is going well. Hope you're doing okay tonight as well, brother. Hope you're doing okay tonight as well. All right, so we're able to claim back the lead here a little bit. Nothing crazy. This hand wouldn't have worked if we'd have kept the Tome of Harvest anyway, but that's okay. It's okay. I mean, yeah, Briar wants to find CMH and win. Like, it makes, I mean, yeah, makes sense. I can give both pieces of equipment here. Like, we can block like this, and then my turn can be Nimblism into Shockwave, and then Arsenal to Gloomveil. It's probably going to be the play, right? We do also have the ability to like give like Shockwave, Tome, and like a piece of equipment here, and then throw the Gloomveil and Arsenal to Nimblism. But I think we're better off to just like crack back for 7. Hope that their hand is not absolutely broken, which it probably is, but we're gonna hope not. Is this your favorite game? Yes. So my wife and I play like Call of Duty quite a bit when I'm not streaming, and we play like a lot of Fortnite and stuff like that. But like as far as like streaming, yeah, like I love cards. I'm very competitive. Like I love TCGs, man. Love TCGs, brother. CMH is a crazy word. Why is that word crazy? Are you just saying that because it turns everything into poppers, Josh? Does that make you sad that we get to pop everything? His hand's actually kind of crazy. Hopefully my opponent's hand doesn't go like super ham here. Hopefully we're like able to come out on the okay side of this. I am a very big nerd. That is very true. Valk is 100% correct. They went draw a card. Oh, they're going to snaps. Yeah, we're going to go to 19. That's fine. But yeah, no, I am a very big nerd. I don't run from that in any way. Like, I love... Okay. I mean, they were in the reaction window. I don't know why they undid. This is where you get a chance to do reactions. Yep. I don't really know why they hit undo there, but yeah. You stream daily? I don't stream every day. I stream on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 7 to 10 Eastern time. And then when I'm not out of the tournament, I like to stream on the weekends and stuff like that. So it just kind of depends, but no, not every day. I not got that full-time status going on yet, brother. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, yeah, like CMH is like ridiculous. Like it's the mirror breaker, right? And like I know a lot of people who like don't enjoy playing the mirror because it's literally about who draws about who draws, like, you know, what first. I mean, we're gonna have to try and push a bunch of damage next turn. That's all there is. We don't like without finding a competing CMH in the first 6 turns of the game. We're just gonna have to try and like push back and race here. So we go down to 11. No, they have not put a non-attack action this turn. Wow. How long have you been streaming? I started out playing Magic in, when did I start streaming? God, was it 2021? Has it been that long? Have I been streaming 3 years? Yeah, I guess I've been streaming 3 years. I started streaming Magic in January of 2021. And I have, I think we have to lead here, unfortunately. But yeah, I started streaming, when I started out, I was streaming Magic in 2021, and I swapped to Flesh and Blood in 2022 when I started playing Flesh and Blood, and it has been all uphill from there. I've loved every moment of playing Flesh and Blood, man. It is the far superior TCG, brother. I'm a big fan, big fan. All right, so they take 4. Now we're going to play the Burn Up and Shock, and we're going to offer them, let's see. We're going to offer them, hopefully, 4. Be good to us, please. Yo, Talishar is giving it to us tonight, son. God, that's frustrating. Talishar is giving it to us tonight. I mean, we still get that pretty good hand here, right? Like, it's 3 go again into, like, an on-hit effect, so, like, it's not bad, and it forces them to make decisions here, but, yeah, this game, man, the blue sucks. I mean, you got to think, we just missed out on, like, what, 2 extra points? So it came in for 2 instead of 4. So, like, they're at 3 right now. Which means technically they have to give me a card on this as well. And they don't right now. They can technically go to 1 if they want to. I don't know why you're blocking with Carapace. That just blocks 4. Yep, makes sense. Almost level 40? You're addicted to what stupid card game, Josh? What are you talking about, brother? What are you talking about, man? Not sure what you mean. What's the biggest level up moment for you in Fab? Dude, that is a really loaded question. Wow, what a question, man. Whew. The biggest level up moment for me. Bro, I honestly don't know. I'll have to stop and think about that one after this. That's a good question, Valk. We're gonna have to stop and think about that one. There's definitely been like a lot of moments where I've pieced things together like in the middle of a game and things have started to click for me a little bit better, but man, now like you got me really thinking about that. I think we have to block like this and then we can rabble and then into the regrowth and shock. Yeah, I think it's our only play here. Long terms? Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm like, listen, I'd like to be a full-time streamer one day. That'd be cool. But I mean, yeah, it's, you know, it's a grind, man. It always is. Always has been. But I love it, man. Streaming is a blast. Streaming is a blast. Okay. This is tough. This is a tough decision because they can technically... We could make a grasp. We could activate grasp and then come in for 2 and 1 here. Actually, no, wait. I can do this. Even better, I can break the combat chain. Now you have 0 arcane barrier blowout. Absolute blowout. You love to see it. That is actually insane. The fact that they blocked there was so good for us. Hey, what's up, John? How are you, brother? Oh, you've been playing that card shop simulator, dude? I saw you playing that the other day, Josh. I didn't know if like that was like a real thing for you, or if you were just like hanging out and like memeing playing that one day, or like what the deal was. But I did see you. I did see you playing that one day, and I was curious about that. To be honest, it's kind of funny to see see you playing that. It's just Snatch. Snatch is just the best thing we're doing. So yeah. My challenges so far in streaming. When I first started streaming, my biggest challenge was definitely consistency. Like, I was my own worst enemy because I was all over the place. But now, like, you know, like, as far as, like, streaming is concerned, I'm going to be honest, like, as far as, like, biggest challenges I have, I would say that, like, I don't get to stream as much as I want to. I would love to be live, like, you know, 5 times a week if I could, but it's not, you know, working 40 hours a week and being married, you know, like, and none of those are bad things. I'm very thankful for my job. I enjoy my job and I love my wife to death. I don't know what I'd do without her, but like, I just, you know, it's not as easy to like find that time to stream and to carve that out to be able to play, you know? So I can block with Swarming Gloomveil. Oh no, just kidding, fam. Just kidding. That actually feels really good because Plunder Run is actually cracked here. God, please let us hit a red. All right, cool. And now it says everything is on hit draw card, which is really good, which means they're incentivized to block with multiple cards here. The TCG shop sim game is an addiction. Brick, my man's been playing it too. He said, "Let's go." How is this Simon's fault? You're always blaming Simon for everything, man. I remember when you were streaming from what I believe was your apartment living room. Yes. Yes. Dude, that was years ago, but you are correct. That was indeed a thing that I used to do years ago. I used to stream from my apartment living room. 100%, dude. I think we're supposed to throw Thorn here in Arsenal to CMH. My opponent's going to go to 2, no matter what, and then we are going to... we're going to require a card here. But yeah, dude, I used to... When I had an apartment before Carly and I, like, moved in together, I used to stream in my apartment living room. And it's funny because, like, if you know me from those days, then, like, you know me from Magic. Because those are, like... those are throwback days, brother. Those are throwback days, man. Just plucked the nose hair out and it was white, so I'm going to pre-purchase a coffin. Dude, I love when y'all say shit like that, dude. Y'all kill me, man. Y'all absolutely kill me, dude. That is hilarious. So this is just shock. I think I'm okay going to 3. Oh man, that sucks. So we have to go to 2. And then what? He's going to get a snatch. And then we're going to win on the spot. Well, no, we're not going to win on the spot. I lied. We're not going to win on the spot. Man, it's crazy to think about how much better it would have been if I'd have pitched that Anthem of Spring. I don't think there's a world I was really ever pitching the Anthem of Spring right there. Like, that was probably not the case. I am very surprised to see that he's running Vaporize and Shock against me. Is there any world where I'm supposed to do this differently? If I block Lightning Surge and Anthem, I can go Entwine Lightning for 4 go again into Ball Lightning, and then both of them offer, like, if they come over the finish line to, like, push over the extra damage. Or I can throw 7 if I keep this, or I can put this into play and I can throw 6. Yeah, I think we're actually better to block like this, which is, like, kind of wild. I don't know, it's interesting. It's a grind, and I enjoy the grinding games. I mean, dude, there's nothing wrong with that, man. If you enjoy it, Josh, that's ultimately what matters, right? Like, if you're playing a game and you're having fun, dude, I don't care what it is. Like, everybody used to make fun of me for playing Fortnite, dude. Everybody did for the longest time. Like, all my friends, like all my IRL friends, like everybody like that, like, you know, everybody made fun of me for playing Fortnite, dude, because it was like, oh, you're playing this kid's game. And it's like, dude, I love Fortnite. I always have. Fortnite's a blast, dude. And that's always been the mentality, is that Fortnite was a kid's game. And like, I've always gotten so much hate for that. But like now, like, so many people play Fortnite, dude. Like, and I played Fortnite before it was cool. Like, I played Fortnite in 2017, like before anybody knew what the game was. What do you wish to achieve in streaming? I mean, if you want the truth, man, like, when I started out, my singular goal was to become a full-time streamer. But now, like, dude, like, I love hanging out and I love spending time with people. So like, at this point, it's honestly all about... we're just going to shock our opponent here and get the win at instant speed, since we have the 1 damage. Hit him with that good game. That was a grind, dude. That was a weird game. That was a really weird game, back and forth, but we were able to get there. But yeah, I mean, the number 1 goal at this point, honestly, man, has to be like to cultivate a community, dude. I've been really enjoying, like, just like the Flesh and Blood community as a whole is amazing, and like I love everybody that like comes and hangs out. Like, so yeah, that, like, like cultivating a positive community is definitely been a better one, man. Definitely a better one. Yeah, I mean, dude, if you want to join the Discord, dude, it's !Discord. You are welcome to join us in the Discord, man. We'd love to have you. God, what is my hair doing, bro? What is my hair doing? Why has no one told me that I look like I just rolled out of bed? Jesus. The hell, Briar do wizard things? Life is short, live well, have fun. I like that. We should get that on a poster. MTG from like revised to trying to focus on Eternal Weekend, but here I am on a Fab stream. I mean, dude, I get it, man. I get it. Like it's easy to get distracted when you're trying to test, dude. Like I get it, man. I watched a movie yesterday instead of like, you know, testing when I should have been. And if I don't do well in Columbus, I will remember that. So it was a damn good movie, though. It was a damn good movie. Yo, Dark Angel, what's up, dude? How are you, buddy? But don't want to watch Guardians and Fab. That's because you're actually doing something when you're playing the simulator as opposed to just watching me play grindy games with Guardian. So I get it. It's different, Josh. I was your last Briar opponent. Dude, Scott, that was an interesting game. I haven't played a ton of the Briar Mirror, to be honest, but it was really interesting to like play that back and forth and like kind of see the slog there, like the grindiness. And like I thought you were going to run away with the game when you found your CMH and I didn't. But I was at enough of a life lead, thankfully, to where I was still able to like be in the game. But no, it was dude, it was a good game. It was a good game, brother. Yeah, Dad, you can just hit !Discord, and it'll pop up in the chat, man. I played like no LOL. I'm practicing because there's an LL tournament in Columbus next weekend. It's the only reason I'm playing it, man. But yeah, it was a good game. I enjoyed it, brother. I appreciate the game, man. Absolutely. Everyone should join the Talishar tourney. Oh, yeah, dude. By the way, guys, if you guys are hanging out this weekend on Sunday, you don't got a lot going on, at 1 o'clock Eastern time in the Discord, it's a completely free-to-play-in tournament. It is the Talishar tourney number 5. There's going to be some cool prizes. You can find the rest of the info in the Discord, which is in the description on YouTube, or !Discord in the chat. It's a completely free-to-play-in tournament. We play Swiss rounds. We got the top 8. I stream the whole thing. It's a lot of fun. We normally have about 20 to 30 people that come and play, and it's going to be LL this time. So, you know, come hang out. It'll be a lot of fun. Hey, Annabelle, what's up, dude? The Yarl cards. The Yarl cards are dope, right? They're really cool. Okay. So let's talk about this for a second here. A level up moment in Flesh and Blood, like something that I can genuinely look back on and like say, yeah, like that was a level up moment. Okay. I was playing at Battle Hardened Charlotte in 2023, I think. I was playing against Taylor Crawford. I was playing Icelander and he was playing Briar. I went through my turn and I had a choice to arsenal the red Ether Ice Vein that I had, which would have given me a chance to win the game on the following turn. And this is something I would have known if I had been patient and waited and used every point of life that I had and forced him to play cards out of his hand. It would have won me the game. Instead, I made the decision to block with it and play a blue next turn. And I came to that rationale because my first thought process was you can give him a frostbite and slow him down and wait for a little bit longer instead of playing to win the game. I played to not lose the game. And that was like a moment in my head where I was like, okay, you're going to stop, you're going to think, and you're going to rationalize when you're at the end of the game. What is the best play I can make here? And what are the best things I can do? And always count out your resources. One of the best things that I would tell new players when they're learning the game, count your resources. It is super easy to miscount a resource total by 1 or to do something off and like not think about it. Make sure you count your resources because sometimes you just make mistakes and things like that happen. You overcount, you undercount, and you could have done more, you could have done less, and you lose games because of it. But not making the correct play in a bracket where Taylor and I were both like, I think I was 3-1 or we were both 3-1 at that point. And I made that mistake and it cost me the game. And I remember being super frustrated because I was like, man, I was in a winning position and I could have won and I just didn't. It was very frustrating. It was very frustrating. I was listening to his Magic podcast earlier today and he said this thing at Javier Dominguez. Yeah, he won Worlds the other day. I saw that. Javier is one of the best players in the world, played like 230 games with this deck the week leading up to the tournament and that just tells the amount of investment you need to be put in to be the best. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, to honestly to like win at that high of a level all the time like those guys do. I mean, he said he was putting in 200 to 300 games a week leading up to the tournament. I am someone who plays, in my opinion, a very, very, very high volume of Flesh and Blood. I probably play like somewhere between, like when I'm testing for a tournament, you're probably looking at 80 to 100 games a week that I'm playing. On a casual week, it's probably still 20 to 40. Like the week where Carly and I moved into our home, I played like 2 games of Flesh and Blood. It's the least amount of Flesh and Blood games I've played in years during a week. And like, it's, I don't know, like, it's crazy because I play all those games. I practice as much as I do. And like, you know, it's still a grind and a slog, you know? Like it's still a grind and a slog to like do that. Play Cheerios, but this is fundamental and a good thing to review. I mean, listen, I am really enjoying the Cheerio version of Briar. Like the deck is really cool. I mean, we're on 15 blues in this deck. Just like this is the list from top 8 at the this is the top 8 list from the Battle Hardened at Worlds. So I don't know. This is a matchup I do not know how to approach. Okay. Commanding Conquerors don't matter because of Crown of Seeds. Vaporize and Shock is irrelevant. And then if we play the 3 extra blues, we can just play 66. Is there any world I'm supposed to play 69 and just leave in the Commanding Conquerors? I don't think so. I think we're supposed to do it like this. Carapace, Purgatory, Grasp, and Snaps. We'll try it like this. If you guys have other thoughts, let me know. Yeah, but I'm not sure what your Discord name is, man. You can hit !Discord in the chat though, and it'll tell you, it'll give you the link to our Discord. Lightning Greaves is so good, dude. It's so good. I think we're gonna play both sides of this to create an embodiment and then Arsenal to Snatch. I think it's what we're gonna do. I am with you, man, and like, listen, brother. I'd love to have you in the Discord, but like, I don't send people personal friend requests on Discord, man. Like, I'd love to have you in the Discord, like the public Discord, but I don't really send people like friend requests on Discord, man. To be honest.
Freaking go!
Yo, Krabby Kreb. I hope I'm saying that right, dude. Thank you for the follow on Twitch, man. I appreciate that a whole bunch, dude. Yo, let's go. And thank you for the Prime sub, dude. Thank you so much, Krab. I appreciate that, brother. It means a whole lot. Dude, welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. And guys, if you're here, you're new for the first time, we got 3 questions we ask everybody. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourself. I would love to hear about you guys. 3, 5, 7, 9, take 3. And then have a pretty good turn. God, does it feel bad to give up all the equipment like this? But I think it's correct when we're just trying to like put something together here. I mean, that's what it's there for, right? Because there's only 1 Starstruck in the deck. Like, that's physically all there can be. So, and we're going to lead on the Snatch because of the embodiment of Lightning. The Scar for Scar, we can like try to Arsenal and set up for next turn, depending on what happens here, but... The head and the chest for Yarl, I'm not sold on, but all his other stuff is cool. The legs are insane. I don't know how I feel about the other one, though. Do I want to throw this or Arsenal this? I think we want to Arsenal this, right? Well, that feels bad. God, and then we don't draw, like, any way to give stuff go again. Oh, wait, no, I do have less life than my opponent? This is good, right? No, this is actually insane. I just now put this together. Man, ignore me. Ignore me. Jesus. Playing with deck building card game called The Bazaar. I have a free copy. Oh, dude, Cranky, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna be honest. When I'm not playing Flesh and Blood, I'm really like I'm playing something where I can hang out with Carly or something like that. So I don't really spend too much time playing other card games. But man, I do appreciate it. I appreciate the invite and everything like that. But I am probably not going to play it, just to be honest with you, brother. Oh, dude, the one that gives frostbites and destroys equipment is absolutely insane, dude. It's absolutely insane. I'm actually like a really big fan of that card in general. It's really cool. So we're just gonna throw a rune chant and they come in for 7. I mean, they're probably gonna like Starvo us here, to be honest, and like we're gonna have a lackluster turn, but we've also pushed an insane amount of damage here, just trying to like get super aggressive. And have we played a non-attack action this turn? The answer is no. If we'd played a non-attack action, I was like, there could be a world to like us snapping, but I love that they gave us this here. This is gonna be the end of our turn anyway, so this is like such a W for us. This is such a W for us. We still didn't draw a lightning card. Big Sag, big Sag. I discard a card. When this hits a hero. Lightning Surge, Fruits of the Forest, Winter's Grasp. So they're going to throw Hammer at us. Ooh, this could actually turn out to be kind of awkward. I think we're going to have to take 8. Fall down to 29 here. We can discard the Static Shock. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to discard. Will you sign my Victor Columbus? Yeah, absolutely, brother. I'd be happy to, man. I'd be happy to, brother. My signature's not great, so take that with a grain of salt. But yes, I'd love to, man. Love to. I've been having a blast with it. Yeah, so Brick was telling me about this game the other day, and Brick was telling me it's really cool. It's kind of like, I think it's like a deck builder kind of game is what I was told. I am already playing the Crush Gauntlets and Yarl, so the Gauntlets are nuts. Wait, which Crush Gauntlets? Oh, you're talking about the +2 ones, Crater Fist? Is that what you're talking about? We're gonna pay 0, and I'm gonna pitch the Plunder Run in hopes that one of these finds us a new attack. I can actually just get the blue and dump into it here, and then we have a... What do I have in my arsenal? I've already forgotten. Good God. Oh yeah, it's an Entwine Lightning. Unfortunately, there's not really a way to like give this go again, so we kind of just have to like pitch into this, I think. We could not pitch into it and keep the blue for something else, like if they like have a blizzard here or something like that, but I think it's worth it. Oh yeah, Crater Fist just got a strict upgrade, 100%. Could not agree with you more. And I get to put both of these into my hand, which is hilarious because like they like don't really do anything together. I guess I should have played this, right? They knew it was in my hand. Yeah, that was a mistake. God, I hate when I do stupid stuff like that. So frustrating to me. Yeah, like literally being able to like pitch like 2 blues and one of them being an Ice Earth card to like activate the arm piece and then doing that is insane. It's absolutely insane. Crown of Seeds. It's the first time they've crowned all games, so this is also the first like Starvo game I played on Briar, so I'm curious to see how this feels as we're going through this. Because Starvo is a deck I'm expecting there to be quite a bit of when I get to Columbus, actually. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I'm going to pay to give this go again, and then if he blocks with Stalagmite, we're just going to Arsenal the Entwine Lightning. Because of this, it was probably correct to block with, or to pitch the Entwine Lightning here. Because I would have had Rabble and Arsenal, which is guaranteed go again. Alright, we do have an embodiment, and we get to Arsenal here, which is pretty good. We're going to go Ravenous Rabble, this into this. What was the ice card they had? Winter's Grasp? God, I hate that this is for 11. I mean, the fact that this is for 11 means we just don't get to, like, really do anything this turn, which is very obnoxious. Because I can give 2 pieces of equipment and sink below. But even then, it's like, yippee. I think we'll just do this and take 8. And then I'm going to play the Entwine Lightning. We're not going to fuse, and I'm going to pitch the Yeah, I'm just gonna pitch the ball lightning here, and I'm gonna come in for 4 and then arsenal the sink below and try to set up here. And we're gonna hope that it's not like a command and conquer or something. Although I think Starvo's not really playing command and conquer because it doesn't fuse, it doesn't do any of the things they want it to do. So I think they're not really on that card, to be honest. But I think being able to set up the sink and arsenal will be very powerful here. I wonder if we see more cards say this is treated as a mangle card. So I had somebody talking about that earlier. Like they were commenting on it, like on one of my posts from earlier, talking about how like they think it would be cool if like cards could gain mangle name, and I think that would be like a really cool concept, to be honest. I don't even want to block this. Like I really don't even want to block this, which is kind of crazy. I don't think we're going to be able to push the burn up and shock effect this turn, but we're going to try. We're going to try and see what happens here. See if we can make something happen. Had to order the Yarl Armory deck from the old LGS, so hopefully they honor it. I mean, I'm sure they will. I don't know why somebody wouldn't honor that, you know? I would think that somebody would honor that, but I mean, we'll see, right? We'll see. Another sink below on top. Means that keeping the sink below in my arsenal was probably a little bit of a misstep, but it just depends on if they're like trying to starvo us or not. Even if they want to starvo us, they're probably forced into not starvoing us because we're offering a burn up and shock this turn. And let's just be honest, burn up and shock is like dumb. It's like dummy dumb. Somersault both of those. Yeah, I mean block 6 with 1 card is just so nutty. And then we're going to activate Grasp. And then it's going to be 1, 2, and 2. So 2, 2, and 1 here. Because we played the Nimbleism, the Burn Up and Shock, and the Rabble this turn. We have all of it here. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for the Yarl deck to come out. I will probably play Yarl pretty. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to say like exclusively, but I'll play a lot of Yarl when he comes out. You can pitch the blue Autumn's Touch to block one of the Rune Chants and one of the Thorn Arcane, and then you can block with the red's Autumn's Touch. And then if you have an ice card, you can just fling the hammer at me. Okay, so they have a yellow and a red Autumn's Touch in hand, which it looks like is like what they're really looking to do here. They know this is on top, so I think I'm just gonna... I really would like to get this into play, but... I just don't think it's in the cards right now. To get like not having an Earth card there was unfortunate. Maybe I'm supposed to play the Sink Below from Arsenal for that. Like play the Sink Below from Arsenal, like is maybe the play there. I don't know. I wanted to play the one in hand because they knew we had it, but drawing another one was just unfortunate. This stops all of the damage here. Wait, yo, what? Wait, what? What just happened? Okay, well, we're just gonna put this into play. I don't know why that does anybody know why that just happened? Can anybody tell me why that happened? That's really weird to me. I mean, I don't know. Like, it feels like that card should be seeing more play, but I guess I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of not surprised that it's not. I don't know. Like, Duskblade is really good, but like, I don't know. This feels like a very fast meta, right? This doesn't feel like a very slow meta to me, so I don't know. We're gonna go 4 go again here, and without my opponent having access to Crown of Seeds, this is a little bit tougher to block. I've seen some people saying he's just going to be a better Oldhim. I think he's going to be a more aggressive Oldhim, it's gonna be different than Oldhim, right? Like, I don't think it's necessarily the same, if I'm being real. I think it is different. I think it's different than Oldhim. I think it's different. Giving up the farm here to make it happen. And then I've played no non-attack actions this turn. So there's not really a reason to snap and throw Thorn here. If I'd played a non-attack action, I would, just to force action here. But I haven't. We just played the Snatch and then pitched that. Damn, that's unfortunate. Does mean we can probably block the Hammer with 1 card here, which is good. Nimblism. I think I'm going to go E-Strike. Nah, I want to be able to draw a card here, right? And playing the Burn Open Shock is the most effective way to do that. Yeah, the Burn Open Shock is the most effective way to do that. Direct from Domingo. I've been seeing that all over TikTok lately. I've been seeing that all over TikTok lately. Okay, they pitch Earth Form, and then it is draw a card. Hopefully there's no Blizzard here. There's only 1 left, but got it. The Blizzard here would be terrible. Oh, wow. Snatch off the top? Busted. What a rip off the top of the deck. That's actually an insane draw right there. Like, better lucky than good, right? 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 Pulse to block this out. And then Snatch. There's an argument that it might be better to actually just throw the Thorn here. I don't know. Really just depends on, like... Yeah, so they have to give it up there unless they want to give me Tunic. And with that floating, even, like, they'd have to draw a no block here, which, like, I guess is possible. But that's not what happens. We did take every card out of their hand, which is exactly what we want to do. And we still have snaps, thank God. God, it's so frustrating to see stuff like this. All right, Plunder Run. And then it's Shockwave Fuse. Yeah, they're just going to pay 1 here. Ball Lightning was coming in for 5 because of its replacement effect. Oh, so it actually went over the top and hit. Interesting. Okay. Good point out, Julio. Thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate that. It's probably why that card cost so many judge questions back in the day. Also, am I crazy? Did I miss the big hydrate earlier? Dude, I did, like an hour ago. I'm just doing Trent dirty, dude. He's used to it at this point, I think. He's used to it at this point, though, I think. All right, let's go big hydrate for Trent here. Sorry, buddy. Okay. I think we have to snap here, right? And then, am I supposed to pitch the Channel Mount Heroic or the Lightning Surge? This is a real question. No, it's the CMH, I think. I don't know. Tell me why I'm wrong, chat. I would like to know if that was wrong or not. Like, playing CMH feels so good, but man, like, having go again set up when we have no snaps or no go again, no guaranteed go again just feels really good here. Like, this feels like a really good place to be. Hey, let's go. We're 50% of the way to our sub goal. Just popped up and told me that a minute ago, and I just did not see it. All right, so our opponent's at 2, and they have 2 cards in hand. So they're probably going to hammer me here, and then they're going to arsenal something to get back on the Crown of Seeds train. No, they're coming in for 8. God, I wish they were at 1. God, I wish they were at 1. That's true. That's true. We can surge off of no cards if we're required to block, which we are required to block here. So actually, block 7, take 1, go to 4 like this, and then it's lightning surge into 7. Or am I supposed to keep one of the blues? Take 2. So being at 4 and being at 3 is the difference between being able to give. It's the difference in being able to give 1 card and not being able to give 1 card. Although I guess we're not technically, because of the frostbite here, we're going to have to pitch a card. We're going to pitch the frostbite into this. So it's going to be 4 go again, and then we're going to play the Gloomveil. So we're going to get 2 cards out of our opponent's hand here. Yeah. Yeah, so I think arsenaling the Lightning Surge was a more consistent play and gave us a better option there for what we're looking at. That it definitely seems like the better play right there with what we wanted to be doing. 2 Lightning Surges in one hand. Awkward. All right, we're gonna come in for 3. I guess throwing the Thorn technically is another card, so it's like the same, I guess, but man. So arsenaling that last turn would have, actually would have been pretty good, right? Because we'd have go again this turn. Man, there's just no way to generate go again here, is there? And we're going to pitch the Tome. Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, us getting, yeah, oh, you guys are talking about last turn? Yeah, the Frostbite from last turn was I definitely wasn't thinking about that, and it is unfortunate to see that play out that way, but I want him to have to give up 3 cards here, or the Tunic. Grasp, Surge, then Shock to kill. They have AB. There's no guarantee that we're gonna kill them. I don't think that play kills them. I don't know. I don't know. I think I took the best play we had. I think I took the best play we had right there. There's another line, I don't see it. I think this wins the game, though. We're going to hope that they make the mistake of letting the Crown soak the Rune Chant here, because if it does, we win. So they did let that get soaked from the Rune Chant. And because they pitched the last Blizzard last turn, we win the game. There's no way for them to stop the Thorn here. Oh, I guess they could have Trip to Light Fantastic. And they don't. Okay, cool. So we were able to close it out. Man, I don't know. Like, I feel like there had to be a spot that game where I could have arsenaled something late in the game there, and I could have been able to get there. But yeah, let's rematch. This was a good game. I want to try the rematch. To be honest, grasp, carapace snaps. And then did I run 66 or 63 that game? Or I'm sorry, 63 or 66 or 69. Like, did I run Command and Conquers that game? We didn't see any, so I'm assuming no. So I'm assuming I ran 66 with more blues to try and play around like blizzards and like to have more access to more resources consistently. We could just like play 63, but I don't think that's correct. I think we're supposed to be on 66 here. We can make an embodiment and pass. I like making the embodiment of lightning here, and then just we can arsenal the snatch and just set up for next turn with go again. Looking to have a pretty good turn. And then, let's see. We ran 66 last game. Okay, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Mini Borks. Mini Borks. I think we're just going to take 4 here. I don't really have a reason to block anything or really try to like set any of this up. We have the blue. Now, our blue is going to be a resource here as opposed to regrowth and shock. But I still think that's okay, to be honest. No, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. I think we're just supposed to play the plunder run and miss out on the 3 points so that we can arsenal lightning surge. I think that's a better play. Plus, it gives us the value off of Thorn and extra value off of pretty much anything hitting. But this early in the game, I can't imagine we're going to be fortunate enough to have something come across the finish line. It's like my opponent has too many tools at their disposal, I would think. Briar has been a very fun puzzle so far, to be honest. Like, I have thoroughly enjoyed the Briar puzzle. And like what she's doing so far. All right, and then it's just going to be Rosetta Thorn for 2 and 2. And then we're going to Arsenal Lightning Surge. We could have thrown the Lightning Surge to like try and get more value out of the plunder run here, but with that much equipment, I don't think that's a good play. I think we're better off to continuing to be on the arsenaling line here where we're continuing to arsenal. Yeah, I think this is fine. We'll take 4. Why didn't I arsenal plunder run last turn? I guess so. The plunder run turned on Rosetta Thorn. I would have had to have not. I guess I could have not thrown Thorn and thrown the Lightning Surge and then arsenaled the plunder run, and that would have been okay. So yeah, I mean, I guess that was a viable play, Drew. That would have been a viable play. Appreciate you pointing out the different option that I had for sure. Also, Drew, how are you, brother? Haven't seen you too much lately. Hope you've been doing okay, man. Hope you've been doing okay, brother. Okay, so ends up taking 3. Warmongers on top, of course. LOL. Hilarious. Is this gonna work? No, because it's cost less than X. Does this work even if this doesn't hit? Oh, I guess I should have arsenaled the plunder run that turn. You're talking about on turn 0? Yeah, that would have been a better play. I would have been able to get more value that way. I think this works the way I want it to. Okay. And then we're going to be able to get a ball lightning. And then it's going to be ball lightning into thorn. Arsenal the lightning surge. Huh. I'm assuming that like this is like, oh, okay. What do they search for? Are they still searching? Probably something crazy. Probably like a pulverize or crippling crush, I guess. 20 surges. Cool. This card is so dumb, dude. Like I don't. They did pitch a pulverize, so maybe Moore is gonna go get a pulverize here. Like they know we know there's one in there for him. Yo, Chicago's winning at halftime, dude. Nikola Vucevic is actually having a day. Having a day. That's right. That's right, Julio. Fair and balanced. This card is insane. Like I look at some of the cards and I really don't know how they were ever printed. I mean, listen, he does only get one. There's that, right? I wonder if he'll need to pitch. I'm honestly assuming that this is Starvo in hand. Yeah, and the pulverize. We'll see what happens. Please don't make me click through these. Oh, it's actually gonna make me click through all these? Brother. Why is there not a button that says skip all seismic surges? Channel Lake Frigid, Somersault, and Earth Form. I mean, I think we're just forced to take this, right? Like, I don't really think we have another option. I don't even think I want to sink. Like, I think we're just going to take 16. And then I think the Earth Form is actually going to be Warmonger's Lightning Surge and Purgatory when they throw this at us here. I can hold spacebar to Turbo Pass. I actually did not know that. Yeah, I mean, I think this is as good as it's going to get, honestly. Just like block like this. Get the value we want. Take them off of an Arsenal this turn. Ooh, it's a good one to Arsenal. That is a good one to Arsenal and set up here. So this is going to be for 0 because of the pulverize, which is fine. And then we're going to come in for 7. And we're going to Arsenal the Channel Mount Heroic, hoping that we can try to get CMH into play. If we have a couple of really good CMH turns back to back, like we can probably get back into this game. The Awakening was tough, but I'm curious to see if we can fight through Awakening this turn, to be honest. Like that is now priority number 1, to see can we fight through the Awakening that happened. Well, we can't play that, so we're hoping for like a Autumn's Touch here. Oh god, this is gonna be something. Yeah, like this is gonna be something stupid. 4, 6, 8, take 5. I mean, yeah, I think this does it, right? Maybe this doesn't do it. Like, this doesn't, like, kill us in the next, like, turn or something like that, but I think this ultimately kills us. I mean, we're at 11. I guess I could have just given a card and kept all of my equipment. Went down to 7. Tried to hang on. Right? Yeah, so I can turn off the priority. I like having always having priority turned on, if I'm being honest. I know that it was technically getting in my way there with what I was trying to accomplish with getting through the seismic surges, but it's mostly just me being funny and a small price to pay, in my opinion. Man, this is dumb. I mean, yeah. Take 8, go to 3. We're gonna hope it's not a blue. Although I'm gonna be honest, after like, so they went Awakening, Starvo Pulverize, Starvo Crippling Crush into Starvo Spinal Crush, which I definitely think is like the high rolly aspect of this deck, and I think that's like what's so hard to come back from. Because if like, I think if they don't like go back to back like that, we're okay, right? I think this is our only play. We're trying to hang on here. I mean, yeah, Captain Planet's definitely Captain Planeting this game. Like, and unfortunately, there's just not much we can do about it sometimes. And the old whiskey. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're supposed to try and draw a card here. I mean, it's the blue we've needed, right? It is the blue we have needed to do things with, but I guess we're gonna snap and throw Thorn here because we have technically played a non-attack action, but even then, like, it's really not enough. This is 2 and 2. It kind of feels like we're just waiting until they find another Starvo activation is kind of like where we're at right now. Assuming that my opponent is taking 4, they probably found it. Yep. And then we take 4. Yep. That was crazy. Like, those 3 turns in a row were like actually nuts. And it's funny because like the game before that, like when Starvo played like a fair game, we won, which is funny because like I don't really think you're looking to. I don't think you're looking to go to a Living Legend tournament and play against Starvo and hope that they play fair. Like, I think you need to be able to like just try and compete with stuff like that. And there's a world honestly where like we might be able to, if it wasn't like 3 turns in a row. I don't know. If after the Crippling Crush we draw blue and like our opponent throws something at us that's not Starvoed Spinal Crush, we have a chance there, I think. I think we have a chance. Hey, what's up, Brad? How are you, brother? But yeah, just 3 turns in a row of Starvo activations was tough. That was tough. Tough. But that's okay. Starvo does that sometimes, and it just be like that. It just be like that sometimes, fam. All right, who's next? What do we got next on the docket for Briar? We're 3 and 2, which is like, honestly, considering my lack of reps with the deck like ever, I don't think is that bad. 3 and 2 is honestly better than like, I'm not gonna say it's better than I thought I would do, but I don't know, the Briar deck is really good. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying the Briar deck so far. And like, I've kind of just been expecting to play Aurora at Columbus, but I don't know, like Briar could be on the list, right? Yo, Moore, what's up, dude? GG's, brother. Dude, that second game, 3 turns in a row, man. I was like, Jesus, that was crazy, bro. You were running me over. I was nervous and made a lot of mistakes, especially in the first game. Yeah, so the first game was like a much like slower game, right? Like the game was much slower, and like I was able to get way more value out of like CMHs and things like that the first game. But that second game, dude, after the Awakening, after the Awakening, it was all downhill for me, dude. I was not able to keep up at all, dude. It was tough. The you Awakening Starvo the Pulverize, and then it was Starvo Crippling into Starvo Spinal, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. No doubt. It was tough to get back into the game after that one. Yes, this is Carlo's list from the Battle Hardened in Osaka that I'm running. We're just trying his list tonight to see how it feels. I figured that would be a really good place to start and see what it looks like. Somebody was telling me on Blue Sky earlier that I should be checking out. There is a Skeletor version that's playing Vexing Quillhand that's playing that in Briar, which I thought was kind of interesting. Oh, man. Clearly, I have not slept enough this week. Jesus. What's going on in the NBA while we're hanging out? Haven't seen anything yet. Does anybody know what the score of the Chiefs game is? By any chance? I haven't looked or seen anything. I remember to call my dad back after this. Can't remember. He called me earlier, but I don't know what he was calling about. Grizzly Barrett. All right. Well, good luck, sir. Best of luck to you. We're going to be on Carapace. We're going to be on Snaps, Grass, Face Purgatory. Cut Sinks, I imagine. Probably cutting the extra blues here. Cut the Vaporize and Shock. Command and Conquer. Or I'm sorry, yeah, the Vaporize and Shock. Command and Conquer looks really good here. Scar for Scar seems like a good one that we would want. I don't really think we want to be playing 63 cards, but we want Command and Conquer. Maybe we cut Burn Up and Shock. I don't know. Like, Lexi doesn't block super aggressively. Not sure what you guys think we should cut here. Seems like a cool list. I'm still wondering why in the world of Briar would willingly play Warmongers in their deck, though. I assume it's just to beat up on Viscerai, right? Like, I assume that, like, we're trying to beat up on Viscerai. You know what? I don't know what to cut. You keep Ripple away here. Okay. My gut tells me Burn Up and Shock is the cut here, but I don't know. I really don't know what to cut. It's just such a good card to push damage with. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. We'll see if this is where we want it to be. Saying it's not great. Saying it's not great. Cut the Sonatas, maybe. Do you want to know if it's possible to purchase a single football match? My mom wants to watch the Chief on Black Friday. Oh, you mean like purchase a game to watch? I'm not sure, Martin. You might be able to like buy the game on YouTube TV for the day. Oh, I just saw this message. Just saw your message. I do have a YouTube channel. I'm just going to pass priority to my opponent here. Didn't want my opponent to think I was ignoring them. I saw that they invited me to chat, and I forgot to look after that. Like, I feel bad. Dude, the spoilers are insane, Rob. We were looking at them earlier, man. Yeah, we were talking about the spoilers earlier, dude, and like the spoilers look really cool, bro. Spoilers look really cool. I'm actually very excited. Yeah. Ooh, that sucks. I guess we're gonna discard the Static Shock. I don't know. But yeah, the spoilers are really cool, man. The weapon is insane, and it just gets so much more value the longer the game goes on, right? Like, the longer the game goes on, the more value you're getting, which is really cool to see. I mean, yeah, I think we'll just There's no guarantee we draw blue, right? There's only 16. We'll pitch this. Because I really want to play the Toma Harvest. Oh. Dang. Alright, then. I was just talking about how I wanted a weapon that let you change stances the other day, switching between one-handed and two-handed. Yeah, you're talking about like I mean, it is really cool actually. So like the idea that like you can play Stalagmite early to like get value, and then like late game your weapon is just like getting insane value every turn, right? It's insane. YouTube delay doing delay things, but I think Sonata was correct. I mean, no, that's good. I appreciate you letting me know because it's something good for me to keep in mind. I really like knowing like what people are thinking. Was this freaking fused, bro? I don't think so. Okay, it was not fused. Thank God. Thank God that turn was like super lackluster. Like I needed that turn to be super lackluster, to be honest. Is it Plunder Run draw card? This deck feels like so high rolly. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm thinking of the deck in the wrong way. Like, maybe I'm just playing the deck wrong. It's very possible. Hey, what's up, Kit? How are you, brother? Bro, did we just draw 2 Static Shocks? So, like, I'm all about, like, the new cards that, like, our opponent, like, that are, like, that, like, they were trying to run. But, like, dude, like, what a lucky rip off the top. But, like, some of them are just so weird. Like, some of the cards, like, it feels like we're just playing as many 0-for-4s as humanly possible. Which is, like, cool. And I really like that idea. But, man, like, sometimes it's awkward and you just brick. Feels like you just brick more than old Briar used to. And maybe, again, that is also my lack of experience playing Briar because I don't remember bricking all the time. But who knows? Who knows? All right, so we give ourselves a 5-point life lead, and we're able to set up an arsenal here. Like, yeah, like, so, like, look at this. Like, this hand has, like, virtually no go again, which is crazy. I'm in Nirvana looking at the Yarl spoilers. Dude, they're really cool. The Yarl spoilers are sweet, dude. I'm pumped to see them, to be honest. Pumped. Is this a... This feels like a purgatory moment. Okay. I mean, yeah. They just had another 0-cost arrow. And we give up the... God. Maybe I'm supposed to keep that because of that, specifically. I don't know. I don't know. The Yarl spoilers are sweet, though, dude. My experience, but I haven't played Briar since before Rosetta. I mean, yeah, like it's definitely like a slower card where like you're looking to get like more value, right? That makes sense. Am I supposed to block with this hand? Actually, am I just supposed to block 5 and throw this and Arsenal to snatch? God, it feels so bad, and I hate blocking, especially against Ice Lexi, because we did not bring in the rest of the blues. We just kept the Ripple-aways. We just kept the Ripple away, so we're on 16 blues currently, which, like, I hate not being on all the blues we can. Okay, this hand's interesting. So we can take a bunch of damage, hopefully, and go Scar, into Snatch, block with one of the Snatches and an Arsenal to Plunder run here. I mean, so I think the idea, like, if you were gonna make the weapon cost 4, right, you might as well make it cost 6, because that late in the game, 4 and 6 are virtually the same. But like there will be some early game hands, like where you draw 3 reds and your hands just kind of do nothing. Somebody was executive was talking earlier about how they think that it'll actually be a really good place to run. That it'll be a really good place to run the Coronet Peak, the headpiece. which is like not a bad idea because like running the headpiece gives you the ability to like set that up that way so that you have like a 1-card hand you can function with here. Should have just blocked with one of the scars. It was a terrible play. I'm playing super washy right now. We are going to take 5. Wait, no, this is anything. We'll just block. The Chilling Ice Vein is pretty good. The Chilling Ice Vein does have a solid effect here. I mean, yeah. Like, we're just going to throw 4 at him. It's weird. We're playing, like, I don't know. We're playing, like, a weird game right now. Dude, the arm piece is absolutely insane, bro. The arm piece is insane. The arm piece is stupid. Stupid. Like, dude, the arm piece is so dumb, bro. The arm piece is so dumb. I am so excited to play that arm piece, bro. Y'all don't even know how excited I am for that arm piece. That legendary arm piece is crazy good. We're probably gonna end up with 3 Frostbites this turn. We're probably no chance we're blocking this turn. Like, this puts us to 19. We get a second Frostbite, which is fine. We get a Pox too. We're just gonna try to go CMH into Scar into Snatch is gonna be the plan here. Just to try to run them over. Because if it's 3 Pox tokens, it's fine. Or I'm sorry, 3 Frostbite tokens, it's fine. The 3 Frostbites because of double blue like works out for us. Dude. What? And yeah, because we have 2 Frostbites, I can't give this up. So, man, was not expecting that that late in the turn. I was not expecting a Frostbite or a Winter's Bite. Like, it's at worst a 2 resource sink with temper 2. Yeah, for sure. The arm piece is crazy now that I think about it. It's a good pitch outlet for you to filter. Yeah, so you can actually filter with it early game, which is like one of the things that kind of makes it crazy in my opinion. Being able to filter with that is like actually nuts. Also, the fact that Regrowth and Shock is a 3 block is like wild. Am I supposed to snap this just to Thorn? I'm going to say no. So it would have been Snap, Thorn, and then Arsenal this. We are not going to pay. It's going to be Regrowth, and then we're going to Arsenal this. And we have a pretty good hand here. Like, we can very easily go draw a card off the E-Strike, putting the Surge on the bottom, and then Snap. Especially if this is just a damage turn for my opponent, which it appears it's going to be. I still remember when Ranger was a meme hero. Brother, we all do. We all do, man. Saffron, what's up, dude? How are you, buddy? But yeah, no, I mean, before they got all the cool support, like, it was memeing it up sometimes, dude. It was memeing it up sometimes. I mean, if this is a 1-coster, this feels bad, but I think we're just going to go to 5. Codex feels bad. But it doesn't really matter, right? They just ended up using Voltaire anyway, so it actually just didn't matter. Block 3, take 3, go to 2, and then we get to have our turn. Actually, is that wrong? Do I have to block with the Force of Nature here? I think so. Because going to 2 is such a risk when I have a Pox. Like, there's just so much that could go wrong. This is 8 draw card. Oh, Sonata is insane here. Sonata is insane. This would have been a burn up and shock in an alternate universe where we take Brad's advice. I'm trying to think about how Sonata versus, like, I mean, Sonata's insane in this one scenario, but it's probably, like, I think Brad's correct. Brad knows a lot about Briar, so, like, I'm pretty sure Brad is just correct in the idea that, like, cutting Sonatas is better because they're slower. But I don't know, man. Like, drawing it here was cracked. It's also just, like, one instance of, like, when we should change things and what we should be doing, but either way. Yo, guys, thanks for hanging out tonight. I appreciate y'all chilling and being here. A lot of things y'all could be doing on a Thursday night, so I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It means a lot. Really appreciate it. We are going to go snap here. Snappity. You go to 6. We get an embodiment. Sonata for 0. Insane in the membrane. We whiff. You love to see it. Come in for 10. We don't know what's on top of the deck, so I think we're just going to go buff power, because this comes in for 10. Forces at minimum 2 cards from hand. There is 0 reason to do it, but you could run 2 of the Yarl weapons. Technically, Donald, yes, we could run 2 Yarl weapons. Bro, I would die. You know what? When Yarl comes out one Friday night, I'm going to bring 2 of them. I'm going to bring 2 of them just to meme people. That would be hilarious, bro. What a meme on a Friday night in an armory that would be, dude. Oh, man. That's going to be a video. Undefeated armory with double Yarl weapons. That's going to be a video, bro. That's going to be a video. Our opponent said they're thinking here, which is all good. Completely understand. God, I would love this. Like, dude, could you imagine going to like a battle harden and you flip out 2 of those things, dude? Could you imagine? Like, I agree. There's no reason you would ever do it, but man, the memes. Like, top 8ing an event that has like any kind of like relevance would be crazy. Oh, I can unplug my phone now. My phone was about to die earlier, so I've got like this little like stand over here that like I keep my phone on when I'm streaming, and I have I have a charger over here just in case, because like I use my phone a lot throughout the day. Definitely a millennial in that sense, but yeah, just like I had to charge my phone because it almost died today. All right, so they're going to take 4, go to 2. We're going to fall down to 3. 1 arrow incoming, and it's Heat Seeker for 6. Hear me out. Hear me out. Letting this hit could be not bad for us, right? We take 1, go to 2. Our turn is Nimblism. Yeah, this is actually really good, I think. Yeah, I actually really like this play. Oh, wow. It's like one of the best hits they could have. Please be a red. All right, red. 7. Minimum 2 cards. Actually, you have to block it all, because if not, you're dead to Thorn. It's on the table. Earlier, I was thinking about using Titan's Fist in the second hand for early game and running a 1-of cash out to destroy it. To destroy the Titan's Fist? Wow. Dude, that's like such a long game play to be thinking about something like that. Like, that would actually be crazy. So I guess one of my biggest questions is, and like I'm going to leave this up to anybody who's like actually like really thinking about Yarl, Like, do you guys think we're better off to play Tunic or Tech Plating? Because I don't like the new chest at all. I do not like the new chest piece at all. So they have to... I was like, pitch a yellow or a blue, and then use another resource, and then give me your last card. And then, as long as I can block with one card and turn on Thorn, we're okay. So it's block 3, Anthem of Spring. Damn, is there like no guaranteed way for us to be able to do this? Am I supposed to block here? Okay, let's really think about this. No. Okay, so... okay, I was having a stroke. We got this. Take 1, go to 1. Pitch Anthem to activate Grasp. 3 and 1 Arcane. Play this Thorn. Okay, we're good. We were able to figure it out. Took me a second. This is where like I need more reps on Briar. Like the amount of games that I have played to this point are not sufficient at like being able to like make sure that like I'm seeing lines like that. Because it makes me wonder if there has been turns when I actually have go again on certain things and I'm not seeing it. Play both sides of Regrowth and Shock. And then it's 2 and 2 here, which closes the game out. Man, that was a really good one. There was a lot of back and forth right there, and I didn't know if we were going to be able to get there, but we were able to close it out. They want a rematch? Yeah, we'll rematch for the last one. I'm split down the middle between Tech and Tunic. Keep flexible against matchups, I guess. Maybe Barkskin. Ooh, Barkskin could be a really good one to consider as well. Well, wait. No, you don't know. Well, I guess it depends on how you're building the deck, right? Like, I guess it depends on how you're building the deck is the real question. So let's see. They did ask to rematch, and they haven't picked who's going first or second yet. I'm going first. I mean, yeah, they didn't load anything. All right, so we're going to cut Sonatas this time instead of the Burn Up and Shocks. We're going to leave in the Ripple Aways just in case. And then I don't remember what I cut last time. Since I'm leaving in one of the blues, no, Talon Harvest was pretty good that game. Yeah, we'll just run 62. It's fused with the Earthlore Surge. Now, I am going to play the Earthlore Surge, and then I'm going to Arsenal Pass. But if they load 2 arrows here, even if they load 1 arrow, I'm still going to take it. Because this is 7 draw 2 cards if this hits. Which, unless they want to give me Tunic here, it will. They activate Quiver. Why are they not using Voltaire? It's an instant. Okay, so now it's guaranteed to hit. Now I can resume my turn. And now my turn is actually insane because this is it's 8 go again on hit draw 2 cards, which is crazy cracked. Dude, I could play this. Throw the Snatch and Snap here. So they're going to be able to take, they're going to take 1 Arcane here, fall down to 34, and then they're going to go to 32. So we're going to start the game up 8 points with an Embodiment in play, which is pretty good. I mean, honestly, it's pretty good, all things considered right there. This is a hand if I've ever seen one. Plays an Ice Quake and then plays 3 of a kind. So we're probably just blocking most everything this turn. You're going to throw the Snatch here because we have a pretty good way to block this out. This is going to be for what, 7? This is for 8. I mean, yeah, I think we can block out this turn. I guess it really depends on what this arrow is. Yeah, we're able to block 5. And then on the next turn, and then on the last one here, they did not fuse. We're still going to be able to block 5. So we were actually able to, like, really... We didn't take a lot of damage. We did give up a lot of tempo there. But I think overall this wasn't a bad turn, honestly. Yeah, because, like, we're forcing 2 cards out of their hand, which I love to see. Balance is actually not in the deck at all, but Balance would be insane. Balance would actually be very good into this matchup. Dude, is that double 3 of a kinds? Jesus Christ, dude, I have a family. And it's Codex, so it's going to be Arrow Codex. Yep. I mean, yeah, that was pretty good. Looks like we're just gonna block and try to arsenal the CMH here. Or maybe not. Maybe we're just gonna take 4, let this hit. Yeah, I think we have to be honest. We go to 36. They're gonna play Codex. They're going to get a Heat Seeker. It's like the only thing they would get here. Yep. We get a Snatch. Discard the Ball Lightning. And then I'm actually just going to let this happen. I'm actually just going to let them have the Heat Seeker and the Ponder, which is kind of terrifying and may be incorrect. But I think that I need to be getting the CMH into my arsenal. Having 2 in the same hand with no way to play either one of them was extremely unfortunate. So I think we have to set this up and try to get back into the game. Would Sonata have been the correct cut? So there was actually a play last game where drawing Sonata off the top was actually insane. But I don't know. It's a very like small corner case window, right? Where it's like, I don't know what would have been correct. The Burn Up and Shock ended up blocking for 4 in a very good spot last turn when we needed it to. So I think the Burn Up and Shock was actually pretty good. This game on a more like reliable basis, as to where last game the Sonata was like insane, but it was insane in like an extreme corner case. I don't know if you get a chance, you can go back and look at it. I drew it off of an E-Strike or a Plunder Run or something like that last game. I'm assuming my opponent is there. Yeah, and they're lagging. It's like I'm not going to claim victory. It seems pretty douchey. They'll probably block with a card here, if I had to guess. They may not care, to be honest, since I have a card in hand. And they know that I took damage to keep it, so... Oh, they're playing around the Lightning Press, too. I was like, what? Oh, okay. So they're not playing around Lightning Press. They are just playing in general here. Yeah, I was like, they were just... They weren't... They thought it was for 4. They forgot about the Frailty. And another hand that actually... Dude. 3 straight turns of 3 of a kind. What? Dude, you should play Briar at Columbus. I think Briar is actually going to be insanely powerful. Briar is looking really good, dude. They fuse with an Ice Quake. I mean, we're just blocking everything this turn. Like, we have no play besides that. And they're going to set up probably a 5 to 6 card hand next turn. If I had to guess. We are going to block 5, just try and save some damage here, save some life. But, yeah, our hand didn't really do much there. And with the Frostlock threat, I don't think there's ever a world where we're keeping that. I'm curious to know if he throws it at me here. Or if he just passes. Yeah, I think that's a good play. I think our opponent made a wise decision to just pass, threaten the Frostlock next turn. 16 blues in the deck, and we haven't drawn one in 2 turns. Okay. Seems statistically unlikely. Yeah, so I actually bought the rest of the cards that I'm missing today. All right. Yeah, it's when it hits me. So technically, like, I can throw the Static Shock. I'm probably just gonna block with it though. It's probably just gonna be what happens, to be honest. All right, so they pitch the Cold Snap, Endless Arrow. I assume this has Go again. And the crazy part's like I can't even block this. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're just blocking, right? I technically could have thrown 4 at them, but I think we're trying to hang on to our power turn, and they've already played all 3 3-of-a-kinds. So I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not super afraid of what they're gonna do the rest of the game, but Lexi does have some powerful stuff they can do. I could just swap in some of the new Rosetta cards and play the deck without much issue. I mean, yeah, like, oh, wait, are you gonna Bullseye Bracers me, bro? Interesting. I mean, you know it's there, right? Like, you might as it's actually really not bad value, because now they're up 14 points and they have a 5-card hand with full tempo. Like, this is how Lexi beats you. I mean, also the fact that I've not seen a single blue in 8 cards is insane. So, and we draw 2 blues here. Oh, man. I may block Entwine Lightning Tome and Face Purgatory here, to be honest. Completely honest, just to, like, try and get some value going. Try to set something up. Okay, well, that's going to make that just inevitably worse. So if I take, I mean, God, I really don't think. It's very unfortunate, but I really don't think I can take another turn off. Like, that Channel Lake Frigid is just so good. Like, I don't think I can take their turn through the channel. We're really playing through a lot of, like, adversity. God, and of course this hand doesn't do what we want it to. You're forced to discard one of your cards no matter what here. It doesn't matter. Wow. Had the instant. All right. Well, that feels bad. We gave that up on a turn where we're, like, not doing anything either. God, that feels so bad. We're going to see if they throw the Chilling Ice Fan at me or not. They are. So this is going to be for 5. I'm going to block 3 and take 2. Man, this has been a wild game. Lexi is favored in this matchup? Interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that, to be honest, but it makes sense. The best thing that can happen here is our opponent gives us 3 cards. Now, I can't imagine they do. I think I have to snap here. I don't think there's a better opportunity for me to snap. God, that feels bad. Immediately punished. All right. All right. We have put a turn together. You gotta be shitting me. Oh, God, that sucks, dude. Okay. This is okay, I think. All right, so we put them to 15. We make an embodiment. This has go again. And then I can throw this for 7. Or I can just arsenal it. Let's throw it for 7. I mean, let's do it. Hey, what's up, Dale? Yeah, we're playing Briar in LL. Yes, sir. Damn, these cards remind me of me. Gifted early game, disappointing in the present. Okay. All right. We're not talking bad about ourselves like that, although that was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. Pitching a red bodes well for us. I would have 2 frostbites. I could also... Man, like none of these being 0 sucks. Okay, if I go to 2 and I take another frostbite, I'll have 2 frostbites. And then I'm forced to block 6 here. Technically, if I do this and they don't throw the other arrow at me, I can go to 5 and then I can throw 10 at them. This is the best play I can make because I have to give them a chance to make a mistake. Have to. Yeah. It does feel pretty bad to disruption here. I won't lie. Yeah, there's just no world we can play around it. We have to block 6 and arsenal the nimblism. No, we're supposed to block 6 and arsenal the E-strike, I think. Man, this has been such a good game. This has been such a good game. God, I don't want to lose this game. Got my girls to bed and you're still going? Get the grind, dude. John, thanks, man. I appreciate it, brother. Trying to practice for Columbus, man. I was telling Carly the other day that, you know, like for the first time in my life, I won a ProQuest the other day. And not only did I win one during this last season, but I won 2 ProQuests during this season. And I feel like I'm playing well and I feel like I'm practicing a lot. And I would like to stick with that and try to make the grind work. I would really like to try and get there. And like have a good run, to be honest. Like I would like to do well at a battle hardened, like at a like upper level event like that. I would like to do well at something like that. How many Rain Razors has he played? 2, so there's probably 1 more left. I think the best thing I can keep is Entwine Lightning. I think those are the best 2 cards I can keep, the Entwine Lightning and the Regrowth. I need my opponent to be forced to like pitch 2 reds here to throw an attack at me. That's what I need. The new World Tour system is really cool. I'm actually very excited about that, Dale. I won't lie. That is really cool. I haven't got to read all of it yet, but from the things I've seen, it looks really sweet. And like there's a lot of prizes. There's a lot of things like on board. Like it's really cool. I'm very excited for it. I'm pitching the Entwined Lightning because if they throw something else at me, then like, well, wait, why did they use Tunic? Well, this probably loses us the game, right? Yeah, that probably loses us the game. We're going to go to 1. Well, actually, if they don't have a good... No, they have New Horizons. Never mind. Damn it. I was thinking because they don't have snaps, we could get bailed out, but they have New Horizons. It was last game they had to block with it. So, we go down to 1. Heat Seeker. We also have, like, literally had to block with every Command and Conquer. We haven't played 1 yet. Like it feels like this would have gone better if we had drawn blues like more spread out this game. Yeah, I mean, dude, I get it, Brad. Like it's tough, man. It can be defeating for sure. I completely get it, brother. Let's block like this because it makes an embodiment for us, which means there's a. Oh, oh no, this is fine. We're blocking 6. And then this comes in for 7. And we're actually able to block 7 because of how we blocked. So, again, we're just staying alive. And they're continuing to pitch cards into their deck, and we're not, which is bad for us. Wait. Did I not take this out of the deck? Fuck. Why? This should not be in here. This should not be in here. Damn it, Zach. That was a terrible mistake. Well, we're going to block 7. There's no more Rain Razors, so there's no more getting got by instance. Unless this is Codex. Yeah, I was like, Codex can get them something. I was like, but that's literally the only thing that can win them the game from here. And then because I kept that in, we're dead. Probably didn't matter there. We were probably going to lose anyway. So the interesting part is, like, we almost crawled back into that game, even though, like, I felt like it did not go our way. Like, I really felt like we had a chance there, to be honest. Like, I know that game was a slog and there was massive disruption from their side. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it felt like there was a real chance for us to actually get there that game. Like, our opponent's super cool. I enjoyed that. I'm actually going to check out their podcast. I don't listen to a ton of podcasts, to be honest, but, like, I enjoy, you know, supporting other people's content and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Like, the deck is better than 4 and 3, in my opinion. I feel like, I don't know. Like, that was tough. We went 1-1 against Lexi. We went 1-1 against Starvo. Like, it feels like the games that we're losing were kind of like high rolly, and I don't know that I want to say like that the Lexi game was super high rolly, but my opponent did play 3 copies of 3 of a kind in the first 3 turns of the game, and like they still didn't do a ton with it. But I don't know, like it was interesting. The Starvo game was 100% high roll that we lost, and the Icelander game, I think we got put into a bad position because of some very good draws from our opponent, from Brick early on. So I don't know. How does this feel compared to Aurora? It feels more explosive, but less consistent, is what I would say. Like, the Briar deck with CMH is way more explosive, but I don't know. It also feels way less consistent with what we're trying to do. So I don't know. It's on there. That's the matchup, I promise. I mean, that's fair. I believe you, Brad. Like, I definitely believe you, man. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. I appreciate y'all being here. I always love streaming. There is no stream tomorrow. There might be one on Saturday. I don't know. We got some people coming to do some work to our house, so it kind of depends. Sunday, Living Legend Talishar Tournament. Be there or be square. I'd love to have you there. It's in the Discord, ! Discord. You can get all the info in there. Yeah, that's it. Have a good weekend. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Take it easy, guys.